Bros Productions is proud to present Kansas City Jets High School Travel Hockey. Kansas City Jets Hockey is brought to you by Bickelmeyer Meats, the Bortnick Law Firm, Edward Jones Investments, Gladstone Automotive Group, Goodwin Homeworks, Jeremy Franklin Automotive, the Kansas City Ice Center, Kansas Financial Resources, KC Ice, the Kohler Bortnick Team, Olive Events and Catering, Three Peaks Lawn Care, the Midwest High School Hockey League, and Beck Bros Productions. Now, Kansas City Jets Hockey.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome out to West Des Moines, Iowa. It's Able Ice Arena here at the MidAmerican RecPlex. Joel Becker and Gary Scabona for Kansas City Jets Hockey as we are in the Midwest High School Hockey League Varsity Playoffs. Hoping for a championship trophy by Sunday as the Jets are taking on the Quad City Blues in a 4-versus-5 seeded matchup here in the opening round, the quarterfinals of the playoffs. Gary Scabona, the team making the trip up this morning, and we're getting an early start, but it should be a pretty tight game today.
Yeah, absolutely. Quad Cities has played very well the second half of the season. I think they're like 10-3. 12-3.
Yeah.
Okay, 12-3. So, that's going to be a battle. We played them the second weekend of the season, I think it was. Yeah, second weekend of the season. We beat them on Saturday. They got us in overtime on Sunday. What a shootout on Sunday. So, in net for us today is our all-league goaltender, Zach Pedersen, who was voted all-league over this week, which is awesome for him. So, yeah.
All right, so we had a chance to talk with Coach Emmons before today's game. Here is our coach's conversation.
It's a coach's conversation. Joel Becker talking with Kansas City Jets head coach Gary Emmons as we are here in Des Moines for the Midwest High School Hockey League Championship Finals this weekend. On the varsity side, we get the 4th seed and taking on Quad City for this opening game.
Yeah, it's going to be a battle. I mean, you get a 4-5 game, there's not much difference between the two teams. So I think it's going to be a really, really good hockey game.
Quad City's been on a roll for the second half. We obviously saw them way early in the season. So actually, I don't know what it is about that, because I remember we saw Waterloo a couple of years ago. It was our first game of the year, and then we played them in the playoffs. It's like everywhere they put at the beginning is like when we end up playing in the playoffs.
I mean, they switched coaches at Christmas, and they're like 12-3 with their new coach, so they're a different hockey team. So I mean, you can't take anyone lightly. I mean, we're in a good spot, but we just need to come play.
How did you feel about the Jets' performance in terms of the way they finished off the season?
You know what? It was okay. I mean, the effort was there. It was good. Yeah, we didn't execute last weekend against Omaha, but I mean, we were right there. 1-goal games. I mean, you can win a lot of those. But I was encouraged because of the effort and stuff like that. So it was pretty good. We had a decent week of practice this week. You know, we got every year this time of year, the last week, we got kids can't practice because of high school baseball tryouts, high school golf tryouts, high school lacrosse tryouts. So we're a little short-handed that way, but the effort was great, and the morale's good, so that's awesome.
That's definitely good, and one of the things that the Chiefs showed was that, when you have an experience level in the playoffs like the Chiefs, or like the Jets, we seem to manage to get pretty far along most years. That comes in handy every year.
I hope you're right. No, you're right. No, it's a little different, that factor, because we're always rotating kids through the program. So we have some kids, this is their first big test at the big tournament, but we also got kids that came here last year and played, so they know what to expect. So it's good.
So what is it that we are looking for, especially today against the Blues? What do we have to do in order to advance onto the semis?
Special teams is going to have to be a factor. Our power play had pressure, kept it in zone last week against Omaha, but couldn't score. We need to execute on the power play, and of course your goaltender needs to play his game. And if our goaltender plays the way he's been playing all year, and our power play starts igniting again, we should be in pretty good shape.
All right, well, it should be fun. Good luck, and hopefully we'll be talking again tomorrow.
I'm bank on it.
All right, that's Coach Gary Emmons. I'm Joel Becker. This is the Jets Hockey Network.
And we are now live here at the Able Ice Arena at the MidAmerican RecPlex, just underway in the first period. Jets and Blues, and a rather confident sounding Coach Emmons, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I would say so. I like it, though.
Yeah.
I like it, though. So.
All right, so Aiden Starr in net for the Blues to our left. And, of course, as you mentioned, our all-league goaltender, Zach Pedersen, in net for the Jets. And so far, actually, in the first minute of play, it's mostly been the Jets in the offensive zone. We'll kind of see how things go as the Zimlich line started. And now we have got Goodwin's line out there. First shot of the game right on for the Blues. And that was scooped up by Pedersen, and he will hang on.
Right. Yep, absolutely. So, yeah. Yeah, so, Joe, this week they announced the All-League and the All-Star team. Obviously, Zach Pedersen made the All-League. He's our only All-League player. He also made first-team goaltender. And then Cam Zimlis made first-team forward for us. And then we had two defensemen, Brett Maddox and Joshua Makowitz make first-team, too. So, good showing for the Jets this year in the All-Star Battle.
Puck sent down the ice by the Jets. We'll get a quick icing call. We played a minute and a half, 1:23 of this first period. Scoreless so far. And, I assume, by the way, that everybody was kind of on their own to get up here this weekend. It wasn't a bus trip.
Right, no bus trips for the tournament for us. Too difficult, so everybody's on their own. So we'll see how it goes for sure.
Did a lot of guys come up last night?
I think 7 or 8 came up last night. The rest of them came up this morning. So
still got the Goodwin line out for the Jets. And the puck in the Jets' end, and Caldwell blew a tire there, and the puck sent right through the middle, but nobody there for the Blues. And here's Deaver with the puck. He'll send it rink wide. He was looking for Dorley. That was a little behind him. It's taken there by Decker. And then the puck knocked away, and Deaver trying to work ahead on the right wing.
By himself in the zone right now.
Yeah, he lost a glove, too. He as the Jets changing behind the play. The Hacker line coming out with Whitrock. And eventually, when Deaver comes off the ice, we'll see Dane Kaufman to go with him as the Blues send it into the Jets' end. Couple of minutes in. Neither team with an especially good scoring opportunity yet. This one looks like it's going to be not quite enough for icing.
The Jets have had no scoring opportunities yet.
No.
So.
Well, I mean, they had a shot. The Blues had a shot, but it wasn't much of a great opportunity either. So here's Liam Quinn with the puck. He played it right through the middle.
This is the line that we have to stop right here. Conrad, Quinn, and Beckwith. I mean, that's their 3 big scorers. And 21, Nienhuis is their top defenseman, and he can score too. So we're gonna have to keep that line going and go from there. So I would imagine you'll see Maddox and Makowitz, the 2 first-teamers, defensemen, on. When they're out there, they'll be out there. So.
Icing call against the Blues, and so the teams will get to make some changes, and Jack Deaver will get his glove back after losing it in the corner. But I noticed that Jets going with some relatively quick line changes, especially with that third line out there. They got a couple of skates in, up and down the ice, and then straight off. Yeah. And Zimlich line back out.
I think Emmer's going to try to match up as best he can. There's a good opportunity.
And low ball, and he put it wide off the glass and high. Yes. And the Blues able to clear it out to center ice.
Starr, he's a good goalie. He played really well against us. We outshot him both games, like double 2-1, but he still ended up.
Loba again with a step. He has Ibis in front, but he couldn't really catch up with the puck. Now he does behind the net. Nobody in front for the Jets comes loose. Zimlich is there, but he can't get a stick on it. Now he does. Cam Zimlich, top of the circle. Made a little toe drag move, still with the puck along the near boards. He was knocked down, and Nienhuis able to get it out to center ice. Makowitz will dump it back in. Jets tag up as the puck sent the length of the ice again by the Blues. And like you said, we'll get another face-off, this time to the right of Aiden Starr. And he played the lion's share of their games.
Oh, he played pretty much all of them.
Well, but 2.
Yeah, right.
And well, were you surprised that the league decided to go with Pedersen as opposed to the Sioux City kid that played all their games? I mean,
it's voted by the coaches.
Yeah.
So obviously, I was a little surprised he made all league because of that. But he is the number 1 goalie in the league.
Yeah, his numbers were better, although not by a ton. Obviously, they were comparable. But like we talked about before, Zach, he was within about 30 minutes of not even qualifying for postseason honors. I don't know what this discussion, by the way, is with the coaches and the referees.
It's got to be something to do with equipment.
Could be. USA Hockey, did you see where they put out a notice that starting next year they're going to require the neck protection? Yeah.
So somebody in our team it looks like, I don't know what's going on.
I'm sure they're going to get something like mouth guards or something, piece of equipment that they need.
Yeah.
So in the meantime, play goes on, and Dorley with the puck. He'll play it behind the net. Deaver couldn't stop it. Goes into the near corner. And the Blues pick up the loose puck. That was kept in, though, by Goodwin for a minute. He had it poked away. Now Deaver will send it down low. Back for it, back in the net is Chase DeYoung for the Blues. He'll just fling it down the middle of the ice. It's going to go the length of the ice.
That's going to be icing again.
Yeah, and that's been now the third or so time in the last, say, 2 minutes that the Blues have had no qualms just firing it down. That would seem to me like it's a coaching thing.
Yeah.
That they're telling them, don't be afraid to ice the puck. Just throw it, if you're hemmed up in your own end, throw it to the other end.
Right.
Which they could solve by fixing the rule.
Yeah, so he couldn't even. So Goodwin's got to go off too. We got 4 guys off. I bet you. What I think it is? I bet you they don't got the earpieces in.
I wouldn't be at all surprised.
That's what I'm going with.
Yeah, I would. You're probably right. And fans cried there as Lucas Peterson was taken down.
Hopefully they brought him with them.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they're not playing.
I was just gonna say, slap shot hockey shop. I don't know how close it is.
Got to win. It's got to win, and then.
Well, I mean, you can go get the earpieces, put them back, put them in and play.
Right. But, well, yeah, you're not going to go that fast. Yeah, good. Parents better get driving now.
I was just going to say.
Low ball. Come on, baby.
I'm hoping and they may. Do they have a pro hot shop here? Maybe they do.
No.
Come right in front, and a backhand shot. Star made the save by Zimlich there. And then he got cross-checked down on the side of the net. He was still being held down when the puck came near him, but we still have yet to have a call so far in the game. DeCrow with it, and the shot from a sharp angle steered aside, and Briscoe plays it to the line, and it may have come out, but it was carried back in either way by Zimlich, so it wasn't offsides. Puck comes out to center ice. Ibis couldn't get a stick on it. Now Zimlich does. He'll work into the zone. He'll just backhand it in and head to the bench for a change. Like you said, the Jets, the home team, as the number 4 seed, so they've been matching lines.
Alberson's got to go off, too. It's definitely earpieces.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. I bet you the Quad Cities coach, Dietz, complained.
Might have.
Yeah. Well, he's a USA Hockey kind of affiliate official, so... there's no doubt about it what happened here.
Yeah. Well, and to be honest,
kids know it.
I was just going to say, if he did, I don't blame him.
Right.
If I had an opportunity to knock half the other team out because they weren't doing something they know they have to do,
right?
Why not? Shot from the point by Caldwell was steered aside by Starr. That was kind of a bit of a screen shot, but he got onto it. Then it comes back out, and the shot from the point by Makowitz was wide. Rebound, and that shot by Caldwell went off the leg of Whitrock and well wide of the goal. Now Conrad will send it up the middle of the ice. He was looking for that home run pass to Beckwith. That was broken up by Makowitz, who is having to play without his partner right now as they try and fix their helmets, presumably.
I don't think Maddox went off.
Well, they're what I mean.
There he is, right there.
He is on the ice,
but
he's playing forward right now.
Right.
They're having to deal with the short bench that they have.
Right.
Puck loose in front, and here's Kaufman, a shot right on. And a save by Starney. Kind of fumbled the rebound a little bit, but no Jets were there to tap it back in. Makowitz will dump it in. Well, the Jets that are out there for the moment are going to get some pretty good exercise right now.
Yeah.
Here's Lobaugh with it. He'll just send it down low. Back over for DeYoung for the Blues, rings it around. It was kept into the point, but came right over to Honert, and he'll work it ahead. Right wing pass. Kwok will play it down low. Jets take over.
Makowitz has been out there a little bit.
Yeah. Puck in the neutral zone now, played back into the Blues end by their own players, and Peters will have to go back for it. We're a little over 7 minutes into this first period, and another icing call against the Blues.
Question is, how many kids don't have them with them?
Yeah. Well, I would hope that they all have them in their bag.
You would hope.
Yeah. Well, I just mean that's the general. When you do something like that, a lot of them do that. Because we're just talking about a little piece of plastic, so I know. It's not like it's all that heavy or something. But we'll see. We'll see how any of them come back.
This Curry. Yeah, I agree, Mike. You know how Dietz is. He's always been like that.
Yeah. Puck sent down the ice is going to be no icing. They wave it off as Briscoe goes back for it. Plays it up the near side boards. Kaufman got in the way, played it up ahead. Whitrock now to Kaufman again on left wing. He'll work into the zone. Hit by Peters. Still has the puck, though, in the corner. Peters picks it up. Kaufman knocked it down. It came loose. And back the other way to Crow with it. He will dump it in and head to the bench. Pettersson left it behind the net. Bloom over there. He takes a hit. Comes up near side. And Bloom again will ring it around far side. It was knocked down by Nienhuis, and Maddox over there.
Hasn't played forward in a couple years.
Well, it does on the power play. Here's Kaufman with a step.
Right.
Kaufman into the corner. He was forced to the side. Conrad
There's a
over
trip
there.
right there, no call.
Yeah, like I said, we haven't had one yet as that goes into the Blues bench, and we'll get a whistle on the faceoff. Halfway through the first period, 8:42 to go. Scoreless.
Still got none of them left. Kirby might have to take off his helmet and give it to somebody. He's got earpieces in.
Actually, yeah, I mean,
he doesn't have to have one to be sitting on the bench as a player injured.
actually, he probably does to sit on the bench, but if it, but I think they probably let him get away with having one without, earpieces.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You got to have a helmet. But
right.
But they want to do the home run all day, it looks like.
So Beckwith, well, at least they're going for him anyway.
Yeah.
On that home run pass. Quinn tried to play it in. Now Nienhuis does send it in deep.
Beckwith is actually the leading scorer this year because Conrad missed like 7-8 games because of that injury he had against us. But points per game average, it's Conrad. So
yeah, and he still made I think first. Was it all league?
Yeah, he made all league. Yeah, well, he was all league. He was all league last year too. It's
right.
Kind of one of those.
Well, that was the thing, and him and Clemenson, who also missed a lot of time, and so of course his numbers were great anyway, even with all the time he missed.
Yeah.
But both of them made all league despite their.
I don't think Clemenson had injury. He had couple game misconducts.
Yes, he had, but he didn't miss time.
He did, yeah.
So here is Ibis with some speed in on right wing. Has Zimlich in front. Sharp angle shot. Star covers the post, makes the save. Albertson kept it in. Nienhuis has the puck. He'll turn and fire it up ahead. Honert couldn't get a stick on it, and now, well, he did get a stick on it, but he couldn't get it. And then Briscoe lost an edge. Honert picks up the loose puck. On the near side, plays it in front. That was broken up. And the puck comes loose straight away. Shot, and that hit a something, leg or stick.
Albertson. That was a shove by Albertson. That could have been a push from behind.
It could have.
They're letting them play right now. Like that's for sure. It's in the tournament. They're letting them play.
Playoff hockey for the moment. Zimlich, he was hacked a bit, lost the puck. It comes into the Blues end, but Husky over there plays it back out. Dorley along the far boards. Now puck comes loose, and here's Briscoe again.
Still got nobody yet. I haven't seen anybody come in. I don't know why it's taking so long.
Kaufman.
Unless they're calling their parents.
I was just going to say.
Go to Slapshot Hockey here.
Maybe they got one of those vending machines.
Yeah, they need one for us.
Well, can you imagine having a vending machine that had earpieces in it?
Yeah, I can imagine.
That would be pretty. Anyway, here's Kaufman with the puck. Did a good job taking it off his stick. And then the Quad City defender over there, DeVol, he blew a tire as well, but unfortunately couldn't do anything with it, or the Jets. Then a sharp angle shot right through the crease by Whitrock. It got through the goaltender Star, but wasn't going on goal, and nobody was there to tap it in. Jets keep it in for the moment as we're down to 6:10 left to go. Goodwin hit his man but couldn't get the puck. It comes loose, and the Jets play it in. Low ball over there. Now Peters sends it out, and it's going to go the length of the ice. This one should be icing, and we will get the whistle.
This kind of reminds me a little bit when we were up there earlier this year, Joe. We outshot them 2-1.
Yeah.
We outplayed them. The first day I think we won 4-1, but then they got us into overtime on the shootout, the second one. So you never know.
So the shots are 4-1. It's interesting. Star, the goaltender, came over to the bench to talk to the
water. No, he wanted water.
Well, I know, but you're not allowed to do that. And I don't know I don't believe he got permission from the officials to do that.
Right.
And technically, if Dietz is a stickler for detail, then he should have to replace him.
Yeah.
Or either with the sixth attacker or the other goaltender until the puck is dropped, then they can switch back.
Right, yeah.
But at any rate, they didn't do it. Here's
Maddox is back, so we got a little D.
Shot by
that
Makowitz.
Just went wide.
Yep, hit something on the way through. It looked to me like it changed direction. Zimlich couldn't keep it in, and now come back the other way. Here's Conrad with it. He'll work into the zone. 2-on-3-on-2. Beck with a shot, saved by Pettersson, and the rebound cleared to the side.
That was Quad City's best scoring opportunity.
It's the best scoring opportunity for either team so far in the game. Puck comes loose. Lobach couldn't get it out, but it comes back right to Maddox. He played it ahead a little too far for Ibis. They're going to call this. Nope, they wave off icing.
Well, it didn't make it anyway.
Yeah. So Ibis plays it back. Maddox a shot. Oh, that was blocked, kind of tough. But here's Beckwith back the other way for the Blues. Nice job defensively for Maddox to come back and break that up. Now the puck sent in.
Timberless is off. Now he's good. He's back.
Yeah, they tagged it almost immediately. But the Blues have the puck.
Oh, Brody Lee's got his gear on. He's out.
So slowly but surely.
I seen him go off the bench.
And Whitrock a shot. That was sticked aside by Starr into the corner. Over for it, Lee. He's got a man on his back, goes down below. Centers one and a shot right on by Whitrock. And a save Starr. Then the rebound, Kaufman. That was blocked to the defense. Now here's Whitrock again. Plays it into the near corner. Kaufman over there. He takes a hit. And comes in.
Oh, great shot by Lee.
And another good save by Starr.
Yeah, great shot by Whitrock.
Comes out, and Makowitz couldn't knock it down, but Albertson over there to cover up. And now it's played in the middle. And here's Brody Lee. He'll work in on right wing. Long shot, stick aside into the corner or to the sideboards by Starr. It's picked up there. And this is Blunk. Alex Blunk up ahead. They do get it out to center ice, but Dorley will just dump it in cross corner back in. We're down to under 4 minutes to go in the first period. We're still scoreless.
Players are coming back one by one.
And here's Kwok with
Looks
it.
like we're almost
and this
fully,
play is offsides.
Looks like we're almost fully back to normal.
Well, that's good news.
Yeah.
We're just in time to go back to the locker room for
right.
end of the period.
End of the period, exactly.
3:42 to go. Jets shooting the Blues 7-2, but we're scoreless so far. And to be honest, the Blues have the honestly the better scoring opportunities until right then. That was our best two chances. The Whitrock shot, certainly. He actually had a couple of good chances.
Yeah.
Neutralized face-off.
Starr working on some equipment.
Yeah. And there was a little conversation between one of the referees, Larson, and Dietz. And I don't know, it might have been about the goaltender coming to the bench. You never know.
Right.
So in the meantime, puck along the sideboard, Dorley trying to work it free. Bloom comes over to help out. Dorley will play it off the sideboards, not out. It's kept in at the point. Dorley over there again, and he's able to play it ahead. But
nice.
And they say no icing.
They're going to wait it off. Yeah.
They're going to say that Peters could have played it.
Ibis is right there too.
Oh, he almost was able to kick it away with the skate. Now it is knocked away by Goodwin. Goodwin is out there with Dorley and Ibis right now. And coming back the other way, trying to work into the zone, Decker. His shot blocked by Caldwell. It's played up the far side, and once again, Dorley there. He fanned as he tried to get it out. And they keep it at the point. Second try, Dorley will go back into his own zone and send it across for Caldwell. 2:45 to go. That was a long rink-wide attempt at a pass. That was knocked down by Otten, and he'll dump it in.
It's a long shift here by Dorley and Goodwin. Ibis has been out there a while making the change.
Pass. They say no icing. Corcoran going back for it. Lee on his tail. Comes up the far boards.
Brody Lee's out there with them now.
Yeah, out with Loba.
Yeah, because Ibis was out there a long time.
Right. I think are they still short one forward, perhaps?
I haven't seen Hacker come back.
Yeah. That's why that's happening, is they're still kind of rotating in.
Right. Uh-oh.
It's good to see Maddox is back on defense.
Yeah.
And the Blues with the puck, though, comes back out to the point. Nienhuis with it on the right side. His shot right on. Save Pettersson. And he was able to corral that and hang on. 2 minutes exactly left to go. Third shot of the game for the Blues. We remain scoreless here from the MidAmerican RecPlex in West Des Moines, Iowa. So, for some of the players who haven't been here before, some of the first period is always, a bit of nerves, too.
Yeah.
Zimlich line stays out. Blues win the draw. Comes down the near side boards. Maddox going back behind the net. He'll backhand it ahead on the far side. Low ball over there, couldn't get a stick on it, or at least control it. And now Makowitz, he partially fanned as he tried to play it ahead for Ibis, who is now back out with his line. Conrad takes it away. Long shot goes well wide. Maddox after for the loose puck. Gets it and plays it up the right wing. Comes loose. Ooh, if Lobaugh could have gotten to that, we could have had a 2-on.
Moving,
we could have had a 2-on-1. But unfortunately couldn't get a stick on it. Maddox will send it across for Makowitz. Plays it up ahead, Lobaugh. Here is line across for Zimlich. He'll gain the zone. Gave it to Ibis. His shot was blocked to the defense, and then it's sent down the length of the ice. They say no icing because what they're saying is what that linesman was doing was pointing to Lobaugh, who was literally sitting on the bench at the time he said that.
Right.
There's no. If he would have tried to play that for icing, we would have had too many men.
Yeah, right, yeah.
He was literally had one leg over and the other leg out.
Hacker is out, so.
I wonder if that means he didn't bring his ear pieces, or if it just means he still hasn't.
No, he's out there now, so I'm saying
he finally got it fixed.
Right. Okay. Oh, that could have been interference.
Yep. Back for it is Peters with half a minute to go in the period. Oh, Albertson almost stopped that. He'll dump it in, but the Jets have to tag up here. They do. 23 seconds left to go in the period. Up the middle of the ice. They say no icing is going to go on goal anyway. And Pedersen left it. He was leaving it for Briscoe, but he overskated. And so then
Briscoe didn't want it.
Here, Whitrock and now Albertson.
Boys. Let's go.
And he'll backhand it in. 5 seconds left. That's pretty much going to do it for the period. Kaufman over in the corner, and the buzzer sounds. And we go to the locker room after period number 1 without anybody doing any scoring from here at the MidAmerican RecPlex. 0-0 is our score. After 1 period of play, we'll take a break and come back for the first period intermission right after this on Kansas City Jets Hockey.
Woohoo! Jeremy Franklin here from Jeremy Franklin Automotive. This week, everyone's talking about my sale. Why? Down payments are just $2. Trade-ins, I'll pay up to $4,950 over appraised value, even if you owe too much. Why am I doing this? Because it's summer, I'm excited about life, and you should be too. Now let's all say it together. It's my most outrageous sale ever, but only for a limited time. Call today, come in today, whatever you do, don't delay, because today's the day. Is your credit PU? You'll scream woohoo when we approve you. My one and only for the people credit approval process is the real deal. Woo-hoo. So get a nicer, newer car for just $2 down. And bring in your old clunker and get up to $4,950 more than what it's worth. Woo-hoo. This month only for the first 71 customers. I'm Jeremy Franklin. Come see us at Jeremy Franklin Automotive, South Kansas City. Call 816-523-6900 or jeremyfranklin.com. jeremyfranklin.com, where you'll always be another satisfied customer.
Call 816-595-9000 for terms and conditions.
How you doing? Richie the Iceman Zamboni here for Kansas City Ice Center. You know, my mother always told me, Iceman, there are 3 things every kid should know. How to ride a bike, how to make mac and cheese and not interrupt my soap opera, and how to ice skate. Well, the Iceman can't help you with your culinary difficulties with your children, but Kansas City Ice Center can sure get you going with those ice skating lessons. Send your kids to Kansas City Ice Center, and they'll be skating like they grew up in Alaska in no time. Kansas City Ice Center on Johnson Drive between 435 and K7 is setting up group lessons now for kids of all ages. And when kids are skating, they ain't getting into no trouble. They're having a good time and they're making new friends. Kansas City Ice Center on Johnson Drive between 435 and K7 and online at kcicecenter.com. Put your kids on ice at Kansas City Ice Center. It's cool.
Buying or selling a home is one of the most important investments of your life. When it comes to choosing an agent, look for top performance and customer satisfaction. Combined with state-of-the-art resources and support provided by Reese Nichols, the Kohler-Bortnick team provides a one-stop shopping approach to real estate, customized and put to work for you. The Kohler-Bortnick team is absolutely committed to your satisfaction through superior marketing and constant communication. The Kohler-Bortnick team, honesty, exposure, results. It's what they stand for and what they deliver. Hey, if it's good enough for Jets assistant coach Radoslavilo to be part of the Kohler-Bortnick team, it's good enough for you. This Jets webcast is brought to you in part by Picklemeyer Meats, the Bortnick Law Firm, Edward Jones Investments, Gladstone Automotive Group, Goodwin Homeworks, KC Ice, Kansas Financial Resources, Olive Events and Catering, and Three Peaks Lawn Care. Thanks to all the sponsors and supporters of Kansas City Jets hockey.
Welcome back out to the Able Ice Arena here in the MidAmerican RecPlex. The Kansas City Jets, Quad City Blues, scoreless in this first period of play. So we are in the first period intermission. Don't have any highlights to show you because nobody scored any goals. The good news is that gives me plenty of time to go through the meet the seniors interviews that we had earlier on in the year, since this is our last chance. Hopefully not today, but this weekend is our last chance to show them to you. So we'll go ahead and get to that while we are here in this period intermission. So the first one, it looks like it's the Cams, Cam Moore, Cam Zimlich. And let's meet our seniors here on Kansas City Jets hockey.
My name is Cameron Moore.
Cam Zimlich.
I go to Park Hill South, and I'm a goalie.
I go to Washburn Rural High School, and I play center.
I've played for the Jets for 3 years. I've played hockey since I was 4 years old.
I played hockey for like 12 years, and this is my first year with the Jets. I'd just be Batman.
I mean, invisibility can probably be a good tool sometimes, so I go with that as my superpower.
Probably 90210 by Travis Scott.
Probably One Kiss by Dua Lipa. I'd probably either buy a house or a boat. I'm a big lake guy, so yeah, probably a boat would be my first spend.
I'd probably invest it all. Pizza, yeah.
Favorite food, I would probably say barbecue, especially in Kansas City.
That 70s show.
I was binge watching Ted Lasso over the summer, so.
I like Texas Roadhouse because of the rolls.
My favorite spot, I'm a big sushi guy, so anything with sushi is great for me, so.
Favorite arena? I really liked playing in the UND arena. That one was pretty sick.
Nothing beats home, so KCIC.
That's like a hard question. It was probably going to nationals one time.
Probably winning the championship my rookie year. I'd probably change positions with probably Igor Shesterkin. He's a great goalie in the NHL, so I'd probably switch positions with him.
Being Connor Bedard would be pretty cool. I like golf a lot.
I play lacrosse in the spring, and I mean gaming when I have free time. So.
My brother got me going in hockey, and then my dad was certainly always there for pretty much every game.
Probably my dad. He was a big influence as a coach and as a mentor as well.
To go skydiving.
I'm probably the same thing, either skydiving or bungee jumping.
Try and play some golf somewhere.
Probably going to college, most likely a 4-year university, and probably studying business.
Definitely the atmosphere and the camaraderie.
The atmosphere is always great, and it's a great group of guys every year. I mean, anything in Kansas City is great. It's a great city. I'd say, I mean, hockey's a big portion of my life, so yeah, I mean, that's probably the biggest part.
I'd probably say Worlds of Fun. Worlds of Fun. Kellen Briscoe, Amy Briscoe, and Hayden Albertson.
Probably I'd take Brent Maddox. He's a great guy. He's always cracking jokes. Devin Dorley. He's just a big goofball all the time, and I'd probably say it's probably a toss-up between Kellen and Amy Briscoe. I mean, Kellen's a great kid, and Amy's a great influence and a great person overall. So. Mm-hmm.
Probably them all.
I mean, Legends is close to where I am, so I'd say that's a pretty good spot.
Just stay on the grind.
Always try your hardest. Everyone's always watching no matter what, so you can't try and cut corners.
We are back live right now at the MidAmerican RecPlex, still in the first period intermission as they resurface the ice. Blues and Jets scoreless after one period of play as we continue with more of our Meet the Seniors. Isaac Kirby and Hayden Albertson are our next pair that we get to meet. Shots on goal in that first period were 7-4 in favor of the Jets. Both teams had a couple of pretty decent scoring opportunities, but it was kind of like what Coach was talking about when it comes to the Jets having to find the back of the net when they have the opportunities. There were no penalties called in that first period, though, so no special teams on either side of things. So, and again, it's Meet the Seniors. This is Isaac Kirby and Hayden Albertson here in the first intermission, second period on the other side here on Kansas City Jets hockey.
My name's Isaac Kirby.
Hayden Albertson.
I attend Park Hill South and I play defense.
I go to Mill Valley and I'm a defenseman.
Playing for 4 years on the Jets, and I've been playing hockey for about 14 years.
I've played for the Jets for 4 years and I've played hockey for 12.
I'd go with teleportation. I don't have a name. I mean,
I was thinking like Spider-Man, like it'd be awesome to just shoot webs.
Probably Dance Now by JID.
505 by Arctic Monkeys.
Probably spend it on Amy Briscoe. Get her a nice ring.
Probably put it all in red.
Sushi.
Spaghetti or pizza?
SpongeBob.
Probably Dinosaur Train.
Peanut. Great wings. Great wings there.
Definitely Nick and Jake's.
I'd say the Des Moines Oak Leafs Arena.
Definitely Waterloo.
Probably the bus rides and just hanging out, going home, and blasting music.
Probably scoring a breakaway goal on just coming out of the penalty box. I would say definitely Alex Ovechkin ripping 1-Ts on the power play.
I would say probably Dane Kaufman. He's got a lot of energy. I need that. I play piano and just hanging out with my friends.
I like to golf, fish, and spend time at the lake.
say myself.
Definitely TJ Oshie. Go skydiving.
I was going to say the exact same thing. Four-year university, probably K-State.
Play juniors for 2 years and then go to college hockey.
We have a great staff. Everyone's really nice to each other, and we got a great team, so.
Probably just all the memories and fun times with guys. Play poker.
Sleep. Well, I don't know. I would take Hayden. He's pretty funny. He makes a lot of jokes. I would take Dane. He's really positive. He always tries his best. And then I would take Kellen Briscoe.
Definitely Zimlich, Dorley, and Kellen.
American Eagle.
Shields.
Just try your hardest. Come to practice every day. Just grind it out.
Just keep working hard and never give up.
Welcome back out here to Able Ice Arena at the MidAmerican RecPlex in West Des Moines, Iowa. Joel Becker and Gary Scabona, Homer, as he is affectionately called, as the Kansas City Jets taking on the Quad City Blues. Scoreless after 17 minutes of play. Jets with the lead in shots 7-4, and both teams had roughly equal number of scoring opportunities, I would say, in that first period.
Yeah, I think so. They had 2 out of 4, and we probably had 2 out of 7. Yeah, absolutely.
And you know, it's kind of a bit about what the coach was talking about in the coach's conversation of you know, taking advantage of the opportunities. We need to find the back of the net.
Right, absolutely, yeah. We got it. When we get there, we got to take him. Star's a good goalie. You know, his stats aren't, they're like 889 or something like that. But when you play all year, you know what I mean? You have one bad game, sometimes it can hurt your stats. But against us, both times we played him, he was spot on.
Yeah.
He kept him in the game. One we won, one they won in overtime. So we'll see what happens.
Well, and again, he's given up a couple of rebounds. We didn't have anybody there for it. So these are the things that happen. Zimlich line out to start things off here in the second period of play, and we are underway as the teams obviously changing sides. The Jets in their home whites as the number 4 seed as the home team, and the Quad City Blues in their road blues. And the puck comes out to center ice, and Ibis trying to catch this up to it. Comes to Lobaugh as Nienhuis played it to the line, but not out.
Fire that, Lobaugh. Fire that.
He never really had good possession of it, unfortunately. And the Blues will play it up ahead. Beckwith couldn't get to it, but it is carried on. And into the zone, Conrad plays it in the middle. Beckwith's shot goes well wide. And Zimlich was a little tough getting up. And then a shot right on and a glove save by Pettersson, tested early here on the shot by Nienhuis. And he will hang on 36 seconds into the second period of play. I was trying to tell whether or not Zimlich was okay because he kind of was slow in getting up. He looks like he's smarting a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Coming over to the bench. Goodwin line comes out to finish off this first shift with the Quinn line for the Blues. It comes back out, top of the circle, a shot goes wide. Beckwith with the rebound, plays it down low. Rings around to the far side. Maddox over there, plays it ahead on the boards, got it to Goodwin, got it to the line, but not out. Beckwith kept it in, but then once again, Maddox able to play it ahead. Dorley couldn't work it ahead, but now here Makowitz, excuse me. And Goodwin will go for a skate. It's played ahead. Deaver couldn't accept the pass, and it comes all the way back into the Jet zone, and Maddox there. Just underway, second period, scoreless game. Winner plays tomorrow in the semifinals. The loser goes home today. It's a 3:30 game tomorrow, I think.
3:30. The winner plays at 3:30. Yeah. Don't be surprised that gets moved up.
Although that game,
a little bit.
And that's the winner of the Sioux City Ames game, 1 versus 8.
Right.
So it doesn't get a whole lot easier. Makowitz.
No, it doesn't.
And Dorley, a long shot bouncing in towards Starr. He will corral it and leave it there for his defense, and the Blues able to get it out to center ice. Up ahead on right wing, working into the zone, over skating. It comes to Hacker. He couldn't maintain possession, but it's carried on. And here's Briscoe trying to work in. He's trying to go coast to coast, wasn't able to do it as Blunt got in his way, and now it's rung around all the way to the far side. They say
that should
no
be
icing. Yeah, they say no icing.
Why not? Albert was skating hard for it.
Yeah, I agree. Kaufman with the puck. Well, we'll see if it actually helps us out. As it turns out, Kaufman trying to work in front. He had it swept away on the poke check, but it comes loose in front. Hacker got a stick on it. Albertson kept it in. He just played it toward the middle. Nobody there for the Jets, and the Blues get it ahead. Big hit on Fillion over there on the far side by Briscoe. And the Jets will try and break out again. Another long lead pass. It goes off of Hacker, so no icing.
That's it was Hacker, yeah.
And now into the corner. Peters played it back behind the net. Comes up the far boards, and the Blues get it out. Briscoe again. He just dumped it toward the line. Couldn't get it in deep. Whitrock couldn't get a stick on it, and is played in by DeCrow. Here's Albertson. He skates on the left side, trying to work ahead. Gets out to center ice. Works his way through in on right wing. He'll just gain the zone and dump it in. Comes around to the far side. Kaufman over there trying to knock it down, but he skated right past the puck. And they play it out to center ice.
I don't know. He's going to his partner who came off the ice, and Maddox scooted a little bit towards the middle.
Well, he was, playing deep. And here's Zimlich with the puck, though. He'll work in. He's got Ibis heading toward the net. Zimlich, and on goal, a shot. Oh. And a save by Starr. And, boy, Lobaugh was over there near the rebound, but couldn't get a stick on it. It was a little too hot off of the rebound.
Yeah.
Maddox will go back for it in his own zone.
That's Zim's shot right there.
Yeah.
Oh, cross ice.
Actually, I haven't seen him score on one of those for a while. It's been a little bit. Of course, it's been a little bit since we've done one of these games. It was actually here in Des Moines against the Oakleys about a month ago.
Yeah.
Nienhuis in the corner. Now Lobaugh, 4 players over there trying to work it free.
Well, we really didn't tear it up in the goal scoring department against Omaha with their goaltending.
Shot by Maddox, stick save. You're right. There's Maddox again. Long shot. Oh, a save, but a big rebound. Nobody there for the Jets. Looked like Ibis was just in too deep. Now the Blues will try and work in. It's played across. Beckwith skated past it. Now it goes toward the corner. Ibis over there. Lobaugh. It comes loose to Conrad. He centers it. And, boy, he had a guy going to the net. That was Nienhuis. But it just failed to click, and now the Jets will ice it. That was... I tell you what, if that pass was probably, 6 inches closer to him,
money makes it.
Yeah, that's probably a goal because it's across him and wouldn't have been anything Pettersson could have done. All he really would have had to do was put it on net.
Right. Come on, Jets.
Shots 10-4 for the Jets, which means they have 3-0 in this period.
Right.
Off the face-off, comes back out to the point. Shot goes well wide off the end boards. Corcoran will activate from the point. Comes back out. Honert over there keeps it in. Bouncing puck, and it comes to Goodwin. And he gets it out.
Going to get a penalty?
First penalty of the game.
And it's going to
be a kneeing penalty? I may be wrong, but I thought that's what the signal he gave was. Yeah, that's it. It's a kneeing call on Devin Dorley, and so the Blues will get the first power play. 12-12 left to go in the second period, so we've played
special teams, Joe. Special teams.
We've played about 23 minutes of this game before we had a penalty.
Right. All right. Well, just got to kill it.
On the other hand, that's it's like breaking the spade, so maybe they will. That means maybe they'll call some penalties.
Maybe
the other
they'll
side
have a penalty.
as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So here's a shot by Humworth. It's saved by Pettersson and cleared out of harm's way by Briscoe. Still have the puck, though. Nienhuis sends it down low. One-timer, and boy, that one, once again, was up over the net and out of play. Didn't go on goal. Beckwith was over there. They're dangerous here.
Ooh.
Another shot. Honer.
That would have went, too. That was just a little wide.
Yep. Wide of the net off the end boards. Jets can't clear the puck for the moment. So good pressure over here. Honert again plays it down low, and Beckwith couldn't get a good stick on it. He touched it, but couldn't put it on goal. Right point again. Nienhuis now over to Quinn. Down low, Conrad, Honert. Honert to the far side. And Ibis couldn't get a stick on it. Honert again, long shot, blocker save Pedersen. Rebound.
Oh, they've been a total minute controlling the puck.
Conrad got it across. Quinn there, nice little toe drag, shot right on, save. And the rebound was cleared out of harm's way at the last second. Then Zimlich breaks it up.
Oh, he's got him.
And the pass towards Zimlich is too far ahead of him.
And he had him too.
Boy, and the goaltender knocked it away. I don't know why they waved off icing there, because I think that's why the goaltender knocked it away, as he saw they weren't going to call it. Now back the other way,
because we're killing a penalty.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Still 34 seconds of that. There's a backhand shot, another good save by Pedersen on that shot by Conrad. And the Jets clear it again.
I was going to say, Joe, you got me nervous there.
20 seconds to go in that man advantage. Here's Corcoran with the puck for the Blues. Plays it up the boards. And Husky will just go for a skate in his own end. Shots are now 10-8 as they've had 4 shots in this power play.
And some good ones, too. Pedersen had to be up to.
So Dorley's out of the box. Kwok with the puck. Comes back into the Blues end. Cleared out by Peters, but taken by Kaufman. And Maddox will dump it in. Somebody else lost a glove. That happened earlier. Not sure which team it's from. Looking for the guy with the no glove on.
Not seeing anything there yet.
No. Kwok will play it ahead. Makowitz knocks it down. And we get a whistle.
It's going to be against the Jets again.
Yeah, I would say so. An interference call. So the Jets just killed a penalty, and it looks like Hacker's going to go off for interference. And so they will go right back onto the penalty kill. Definitely don't like to see that.
No. Especially when the pressure that Quad City's put on last time.
9:48 left to go in the second period. Scoreless game. They get their same power play unit out. Nienhuis at the left point with it. Walks the line and gets it. Honert top of the circle. A shot blocked by Maddox. Oh, they try to play it across. That was stopped by Pedersen. It's still back of the cage. Beckwith, he'll just ring it around. Conrad with it near the right point. Walks toward the middle.
Need a bounce to go away for a shorty.
And a shot and a blocker saved by Pedersen. Honert with the rebound along the near side boards. Plays it in the middle. Nice poke check by Makowitz to break that play up. Or Beckwith was right there for the one-timer. Honert got it in. Near the top of the circle on the near side. Plays it in the middle. That was broken up. Maddox, and he'll just send it the length of the ice. 40 seconds gone by in the man advantage. Nienhuis and Ibis over there killing the penalty. We'll get it ahead. Conrad in the middle. Beckwith on left wing, poked away by Makowitz. Out to center ice. Honert plays it across for Conrad. He will gain the zone. Rings around to the near side boards. Quinn over there, along with Makowitz. Makowitz got to it and got past Honert and down the ice. Less than a minute to go in the power play. The Jets doing a much better job on the penalty kill so far on this one, as they bring Whitrock and Kaufman out, along with Maddox and Makowitz. 40 seconds to go in the man advantage. Nienhuis behind his net. He'll play it up on left wing as they try to break out and due to center ice, but it's taken away that time from Decker, and Whitrock will send it the length of the ice. Less than half a minute to go. Nienhuis goes back for it again.
6 shots in their power plays, Joe.
Yep, they're even now 10-10 for the game. Decker, as the Blues are changing up players here toward the end of their power play. Nienhuis, who's been out there for a long time, still with it though. He'll try and work in. Sharp angle, plays it right through the middle. And that was steered aside by Pedersen. Now knocked down by Kaufman, comes loose in front. Whitrock, and he got it off of Corcoran and down the ice. Hacker out of the box, and the Jets have killed it off. Quad City 0 for 2 on the power play.
Oh, he pushed him in the face.
7.5 minutes to go in the period.
No call.
Still scoreless.
Well, Joe, hope there's a couple marbles on our side of their pocket.
You would hope. That one gets directed in on goal, and Pedersen will just cover up and get a whistle. 7:25 to go. That is their 11th shot. So after being up 10-4, we are now trailing 11-10 in shots. So it's the last 7.
When you get 4 minutes of power play, you get 6 shots.
That happens. Goodwin line comes out for Kansas City. Fillion to take the draw for the Blues. Out there with Mueller. And now the puck back of the net. Comes back out to DeYoung at the point. He sends it across. Point shot, save right on. Saved by Patterson. Rebound near the side of the net. And the Blues still dangerous with it. They play it out left point. DeYoung stops it again. Plays it in on goal. A shot right on and a save by Patterson, and he'll hang on as he took that one right off the breadbasket.
Come on, Zim. Get us a goal right now. Let's go.
7:06 to go in the second period. Still scoreless.
Let's take a shot. Been outscored 9-4 in this, 3 in this period. But again, 2 power plays will do it.
Plus, it doesn't matter what the shots are. It matters what the score is.
Right.
0-0.
0-0, exactly, yeah.
Zimlich's line, as you said, has come on along with Maddox and Makowitz. Matched up against Conrad, Beckwith, and Corcoran for the Blues. Puck comes loose in the middle. Ibis will try and track it down. He does. Plays it off the sideboards over for Zimlich. Zimlich into the zone. Walks toward the middle. Across, he was looking for a low ball. That was broken up. Now it comes to Ibis, though. Plays it back out to the point. Maddox a shot. And that was stopped at the fence. Comes loose. And
there it is!
A shot. He scores. Cam Zimlich gets the Jets on the board first. They lead it 1-0.
13-34-12, yes. See if they give them all 3 of them.
So.
Then I call that? Then I say, Zim get a goal?
Yes, you.
I just wanted to make sure. No.
You suggested
it was a call. It was a call. And no suggestion, it was a call.
So it was a great shot. That was, so it was 13 from 34 and 12.
Yeah.
And that we talked about it before, that Star had given up some rebounds here and there, but what we hadn't done has gone to those, dirty areas in front to be there for that rebound, and that was the first time we did, and it paid off. 1-0 Kansas City, 6.5 minutes to go. Puck in front, and Ibis got a stick on it but couldn't get it on goal. Comes back out again, Maddox at the point, bounces wide of the goal. Ibis was dumped in front. Zimlich over there. He's hit as he tries to keep it in along the near boards. Comes back to Ibis.
They gave it to Ibis, but I thought it was a Makowitz.
No,
Maddox.
Maddox. It was. And there's a nice blocker save by Pedersen on that shot.
Was it for sure? I should text down to Russ.
Yeah, we can.
I'll text to Russ. Let's look at it because I know the guy's doing the score sheet.
We can look, but as you can see, that's Maddox there at the point. Right. He takes the original shot, then it comes to Lobaugh.
And then to Zimlich. Right,
so it's absolutely 12 and 34 on the assists. Whitrock line out here for the Jets, who now lead it 1-0, despite being outshot 13-11 at this point. Hacker couldn't get possession of the puck. It comes along the near boards. DeCrow sends it back out. Pass across by Otten, almost intercepted by Kaufman. Then that was blocked to the defense. Up ahead, Hacker. Now Caldwell sends it ahead. Kaufman with a step in on goal. A shot, and he was taken down as he got that wide of the goal. Maybe he slipped, but then now they're going to call Kaufman.
What are they calling?
I think they're going to call Kaufman for a slash.
Jesus, come on, Jets.
So 3 straight penalties on. Well, the thing though is that when Kaufman was going toward the net, he I don't know if he just lost an edge, but I thought he might have been taken down. Got the shot, it was wide, and they didn't call anything. And then he basically whacked a stick on the bottom of the stick. The guy dropped it. And, like is often the case, whenever somebody drops a stick, they call a slashing penalty.
Right.
So for the 3rd time in this period, the Jets will be killing a penalty, now leading it 1-0. Like I said, you hope that karma will eventually even things out here.
You would hope.
Nienhuis with the puck. Got it to Honert. At the left point, straight away again for Nienhuis. Now top of the circle, Honert trying to walk in front. Over there, Albertson knocked it away, pushed him down, goes out to the far side. Briscoe. And the puck comes into the corner. They shoot it wide of the goals on the short side. Honert will play it back across into the far corner. Albertson over there. Trying to play it up the boards, comes to Whitrock, and he's able to get it out to center ice. And Ibis trying to track it down, didn't realize that he had the puck actually off his skate. And Honert was able to play it back to the net. And Ibis and Beckwith came together.
Yeah, could have been an interference on Beckwith, but no call.
Beckwith run into by Albertson over there along the boards. Puck comes loose, and here's Zimlich with it. Zimlich 1-on-3, but still with a puck and a little toe drag and a shot, and that goes up over the glass and out of play. Went off a Blues stick, though, so there'll be an offensive faceoff here for Kansas City. Killing a penalty, 58 seconds left to go in the man advantage. Jets with a 1-0 lead on a Cam Zimlich goal. About 2/3 of the way through this second period. On the faceoff, Blues have it in their own zone.
Waterloo's JV's 1-5-1, so no.
No what?
No upset in the JV division yet.
Dorley.
For some reason, the point streak's not working, even though he's down there doing it.
Really?
Yeah, it's not coming up on my phone. It says no game scored.
Okay. Well, we know what it is.
Right, we know what it is. I was just curious if they made the change.
Yeah. So here's Husky with the puck for the Blues. He'll play it off the sideboards, and Corcoran will dump it in. He goes after for the loose puck. Off the end boards. Comes out. Zimlich able to steal it. He works out to center on left wing, trying to get in around Peters. Does. Goes behind the net.
Nobody to give it to, though.
Yep, so he just sort of rags the puck. Dorley was the other forward, but he didn't really follow the play.
Yeah, Dorley just stayed back. I'm not sure why.
Well, he's killing the penalty.
Oh, yeah, Trevor killing the penalty. I'm sorry.
Not anymore as Kaufman's out.
Right.
Now Dorley comes away with it. Centering pass. That went off a Star. Then Dorley gets the rebound. Oh, it's backhanded toward the net by Deaver. Then a shot. And that one was handled by Starr, and the puck goes the length of the ice, and an icing call against the Blues. 3:20 left to go, second period. Jets leading it 1-0. I didn't know if you were going to say that means there's not going to be any conflicts tomorrow in terms of, I don't know if that will they end up is there any chance that they end up changing game times tomorrow because of maybe?
I wouldn't be surprised. No, it'll nothing to do with that. There's a 3-hour window from the first semifinal to the second that I just don't see. They're going to I'd see them probably telling the winner of this game that be ready to take the ice at 3:05 for warm-ups.
Right. So they tried to tell us that today to be like an hour early.
Yeah, I kind of vetoed that one.
Yeah.
But tomorrow, if they send something out tonight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's the difference.
Technically, the game could be over at 2:30. They might say be ready to take the ice by 3.
Although, again, they have their own bylaws and standards for these things. You always got to wonder if you're going to change them, why not, why have them if you're, especially in writing?
Yeah, it looks like they're not. Looks like point streak's not up for the stats. They're doing they're just posting the final score.
I don't know. Worked the last weekend. Quinn trying to work in for the Blues.
Must be in this rink.
That was knocked away by Briscoe. Puck comes into the near corner. Meanhouse. And it was picked off by Goodwin, and he was able to get it out to center ice. Delayed offsides here on the Blues. And Albertson, he tried to go for that long stretch pass to Deaver. It was blocked away, but blocked away by a Blues player. So this is the wrong place for this faceoff. He was behind the center red line, so that should actually be at that faceoff dot near the blue line.
Right.
But
Albert's trying to fight that. They're talking about it now.
Well, if that is what he's saying, he's absolutely right. You can't give one team, in this case the Blues, a territorial advantage for knocking the puck out.
Right.
And looks like they are going to do it. So good for them. They got it right.
Yeah.
They could have asked me.
Yep.
Should just have a direct line for me down there. So
there you go, Joe.
Whenever it's over, they can just say, "Where's the face-off supposed to be?" And I can tell them.
You can tell them a lot of things, Joe, if you really wanted to.
Puck goes into the corner.
Oh,
and Lobaugh picks it up. Left it for Zimlich. That was broken up, though.
Yeah. He really had nobody to go to in front.
Honert had to go off his stick. Lobaugh again. He'll work in on left wing. Landon had it poked away from him. Blues take over, and they get it out to center ice. Caldwell trying to go after for it. Does a good job of whacking it away, and Zimlich will go for a skate in his own end. Less than 2 minutes to go here in the period. Zimlich We'll just play it up the near side boards. He didn't really have anybody to play it to. They probably should have called that one icing.
I would think so, too,
To be fair, because that hopped over the stick of Nienhuis. He really couldn't have made a play on that. Carried on by Husky, though, and a shot right on, a glove save by Pedersen, and he hangs on. With 93 seconds left to go.
Yeah, Kaufman's had a couple good scoring opportunities. Let's see if we can get a third one here and bury one right here before the end of the period.
That is one thing about this weekend, of course, with the JV squad not here. Unfortunately, we can't borrow their helmets, but we don't have to worry about anybody being tired from JV games.
Exactly.
So we'll see if that makes any difference over the course of the weekend.
Bottom line is they kind of worked it out. Like, for example, this game right here. I mean, this was scheduled to be the 11 o'clock game in the morning, but because Quad Cities JVs played at 10:45, they ended up moving this game to
right, they wouldn't have had to play at the same time, but it still would have potentially,
somebody playing.
Shot right on, and again, a save by Pedersen, and he hangs on. I mean, even if it was a situation where, let's say, our JV team had played at 11 and then we played at 1:45, that would still have meant that our JV players had just finished playing a game. It still takes some energy.
No, exactly,
So, anyway, that's not an issue for this weekend, as it turns out, for the first time in franchise history.
Not for us. Yeah, first time in franchise history, true.
There's Nienhuis playing it right through the middle. Nobody there for either side. Then Corcoran a long shot. Another glove saved by Pedersen.
Come on, Hack.
And he will hang on with a 1:06 left to go.
I'm surprised they didn't give him a shot.
It really was one.
Actually, they gave us one.
hit the wrong
goalie.
Yeah.
Hit the wrong button.
Whitrock wins the draw this time. Makowitz plays it off the boards. Corcoran over there along with Hacker. Hacker got it away from him and sends it down the ice. This is going to be icing?
Nope.
Yeah, it just barely did cross the line for an icing call.
Surprised I'm surprised Emmer isn't putting Zim's line back out.
56.1 showing on the clock.
They got their number one line out there. I'm shocked he hasn't made the change.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
Still got the third line out with Whitrock, Hacker.
Which he's been kind of doing.
Well, I was just going to say, they've been a good defensive line in terms of the last few games of the year. Since they put these guys together, he's used them as a quote-unquote checking line sometimes. Here's Hacker with it.
Come on, get it deep, attaboy.
And he does dump it in with 35 seconds to go in the period. Comes around to the far side corner. Nienhuis, Kaufman over there, almost got it away. Now he does. Tried to give it to Whitrock. Whitrock along the end boards. Nienhuis on him. It rang up the boards, but it comes back out to the point. Long shot, save.
Oh.
And Starr was able to hang on to it.
He's going to call penalty on Quad Cities.
We shall see.
Or is he going to call it on Lee?
I don't know. I mean, we had...
No, he's got it on Quad Cities.
Yeah,
Whitrock got creamed.
Was knocked down, and it was after the whistle.
Yeah.
And so it looks like with 20 seconds left to go, the Jets are going to get their first power play as Corcoran's going to go off. It looks like a roughing call. So I don't know if they'll have enough time to do much in this last 20 seconds of the period, but...
Just enough time to score a goal.
Could be. But even if they don't, they'll have some time next.
So Lowball was sick on Wednesday, so he's got Whitrock. He ran the power play a lot on Wednesday and Thursday. So he's got Whitrock in over
Lowball.
Yeah.
And he just got checked, lost the puck, and they cleared the ice. So that's going to do it for the period.
Well, you hope.
Beckwith
Still
comes
8
down
seconds
to it.
to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, now that'll do it.
4 seconds left. Simlich will just play it up the boards, and that'll do it.
All right.
So the buzzer sounds, and for a second time, the Jets go to the locker room, but this time they go with the lead. 1-0 is our score after 2 periods of play. Kansas City on top. We'll take a break, come back with a second period intermission right after this on Kansas City Jets Hockey.
Mom, are you going to let her get away with that?
It's just a shopping cart.
So it's your shopping cart. What's wrong with you? Are you a chicken?
But
Mom, you're such a wimp.
What?
What's wrong with you? Stand up for yourself. Go over there and give her a good smack. Oh. Fight, 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 fight. She's a goon. Give her a taste of her own medicine.
Got a gun?
With those words, David Allen Crockett, a retired police officer who simply wanted to be left alone, finds his seclusion shattered by his friend therapist Ruby Lacoste. At Ruby's request, Crockett agrees to teach one of her clients, Rachel Moore, how to defend herself with a handgun. During the course of those lessons, Crockett and Rachel begin an intimate relationship. When Rachel is found dead from an apparent suicide, Crockett is devastated and tries to slink back into a self-imposed seclusion. But things get complicated when Crockett is contacted by Rachel's aunt, who believes the suicide was staged and claims she has the name of the murderer. Together, Crockett and Ruby begin an investigation that leads them into a world of treachery, deceit, and death. Fear of the Father, Call Me Crockett, the first book in the Crockett series by David R. Lewis. Available as an e-audiobook at Amazon and Audible.com.
Hi. Hey. This kid's potato sack doesn't look regulation to me.
Excuse me?
Well, it's got a wider base. I mean, that's totally unfair to my kid, right? I want to launch a protest. Well, look, it's 2 inches higher, and look at those hand grips. It's not regulation.
Regulation?
Look, you know what else? I want a urine sample from this kid. He looks a little beefy for a 5-year-old. You're going down, buddy.
Welcome back out to Able Ice Arena here at the MidAmerican RecPlex in West Des Moines, Iowa. Joel Becker and Gary Scabona on Kansas City Jets hockey. Jets leading at 1-0 after 2 periods of play. We've only had the 1 goal. It happened roughly 2/3 of the way, about just past the 10-minute mark of the second period. We'll take a quick look at it here as the Jets get it back to the point, and this is after they've killed a couple of penalties in this period, and that's Maddox who's going to take this shot. And let's move things in a little bit and see how they end up with a goal here. So there's Aiden Starr making the save, or did it actually go off of a player in front? Now that I look at it, it wasn't a save. It actually went off of Braden Corcoran's back. You can see the puck right there. Watch this jersey move right there. That's where it hits him in the back, and it comes right to Lobaugh. Lobaugh was able to get it to Zimlich, who goes around the goaltender and puts it in. And that is how the Jets got their goal. And it is the only goal so far in the game. So Kansas City leads it 1-0 in the second period intermission. We've been meeting the seniors today. And the last 2 we have of the 6 this year, Brent Maddox and Devin Dorley. So we'll get to that. And then a quick story from the Right Reverend Lewis called Doctor, and it'll be the third period. 1-0 our score. Jets with 1:39 on a power play when they start the third period. And that'll be in just a few minutes.
Brent Maddox.
Devin Dorley.
I go to Lathe Northwest and I play defense.
Spring Hill High. I play right wing.
I've been with the Jets for 4 years and I've been playing hockey since I was 3.
With the Jets for 4 years. I've played hockey for 15. I'd probably have super strength. I mean, I already have it, but my nickname would probably be like Hulk 2.0.
I'd probably fly. And what do you think my nickname would be?
Flyer.
Flyer. Yeah, that's a good one. Party in the USA.
Definitely Let It Go by Frozen. I'd throw it all on black at the casino right away.
I don't know, honestly. Maybe buy a car and a house. Steak and potatoes.
Chicken and rice.
Probably The Office.
My favorite TV show is probably The Punisher.
KCIC.
Definitely Mason City.
Probably scoring my freshman year on varsity, my first goal.
Probably my freshman year when I got my first goal against Ames, made it 9-0.
I'd probably trade places with Cam just to see what it's like to be a goalie.
I'd probably trade places with Brent Maddox to see what it's like to be a defenseman.
Yeah, actually good. I play baseball.
I like to throw sticks and sweep rocks.
Probably Devin Dorley.
Definitely Amy Briscoe. She's just a great influence, always been at the rink, big smile all the time. Probably like just not losing once on roulette, like just going on a banger.
Yeah. Gambling, that's on my bucket list. I plan to attend college, but I'm not sure where yet.
I enlisted, so I leave June 4th.
It's just really fun to go on trips and hanging out with the boys. So.
Definitely just the atmosphere. Everybody's always in a good mood. It's always a great day to be a Jet.
Eat barbecue.
I like to go on walks in the wilderness.
Probably Devin Dorley, Albie, and probably Kellen.
I would take Brent Maddox. It's been my boy since we were younger. Take Albie. She's just always throwing jokes. And probably take Amy Briscoe because, once again, you know, she's always got a smile on her face. Great to be around.
Probably Walmart.
Dollar General.
I would say just be yourself and don't stop trying and don't give up.
You got to just come in with the attitude that you are the best one on the ice, and you just got to show it.
And we are back live briefly here at the MidAmerican RecPlex, Able Ice Arena, as the Jets 1-0 lead over the Quad City Blues. Here in the second period intermission, this story is called Dr. Doctor. And we'll be back with the third period right after this on Kansas City Jets Hockey.
Hello, I'm David R. Lewis. Thanks for joining me at Theater of the Mind. Today's Heartland Memory takes us back to the 1970s and the misadventures of a veterinarian in Almost, Arkansas. He bit his lower lip in pain and stared at me with nearly hate-filled eyes. His assistant, not quite hiding her amusement, handed him a wet towel to soak up some of the blood that ran from his forearm. "Looks like 10 to 14 stitches to me," she said, barely controlling her grin. "You probably ought to sit down. You look a little pale. I'll sew it up when your blood pressure stabilizes." Jessica crouched on the stainless steel table and purred. Jessica was our cat. A bobcat, to be exact. She was about 6 months old, and I had brought her to the veterinarian's office for routine shots. Bobcats need them just as house cats do. The veterinarian was Delmar Daw. Well, that's not exactly right. At best, Delmar was a veterinary. Primarily a large animal vet, Delmar also had an office for his small animal practice just off the highway in Almost, Arkansas, Missouri. He wasn't much of a vet, but he was the only game in town. He was the only game in town for over 30 miles in any given direction, and he was an authority on handling all kinds of animals. He'd tell you so. When I arrived at his office, the receptionist/assistant, a young woman named Etta, was fascinated by the bobcat. She cooed and petted, stroked and purred at Jessica, and Jess returned the attention, a real hound for affection. Delmar was unimpressed at dealing with the bobcat. "Cat's a cat," he said as he prepared the shot. "Etta, I'll stretch her. You give her the injection." I spoke up, mentioning the possibility of a squeeze cage, trying to impress Delmar with the fact that bobcats, even half-grown bobcats, were wild animals, capable of extreme feats in times of stress. He ignored my advice, grabbed Jessica by the fur on the top of her butt and the hair behind her head, and pulled her out to her full length. She rotated inside her skin, sunk her fangs 3/4 of an inch into his left wrist, and opened up 2 6-inch tears in Delmar's right forearm with her rear claws. He screamed and released her. She crouched, eyeing him coldly, while she waited for his next move. Bobcats won. Delmar, nothing. Delmar came to the ranch where I worked on one occasion to float the wolf teeth on a 4-year-old gelding. At the time, floating wolf teeth was a brutal procedure that required using a wood rasp to file down a set of teeth to keep them from interfering with the bit when it was in the horse's mouth. Horses are bigger than most of us and are prone to resist this treatment. To maintain control, a twitch was used. A twitch is about a 2-foot length of 1/4-inch nylon rope secured to the end of an 18-inch dowel. The rope is slipped over the horse's upper lip. The stick is spun, tightening the loop of line around a bulge of muzzle, and the horse is thus restrained, while the vet reaches into his mouth and files down, or even knocks out, the teeth in question. Observing Delmar casually perform the application of the twitch one afternoon as I watched, he forgot to remain at arm's length during the procedure. The horse found the twitch to be unpleasant, threw its head violently upward, jerking the dowel from Delmar's grasp, causing it to strike him briskly on the end of his nose. The crack of the blow could be heard throughout the barn, leaving Delmar sitting in the hay attempting to staunch significant blood from his broken beak. The horses won. Delmar, zip. Then there was the good-natured German Shepherd who became so outraged at Delmar's cavalier insertion of a rectal thermometer that he whirled on the table and delivered a massive bite to Delmar's left wrist. Delmar suffered no injury from the attack, but his brand-new Rolex wristwatch, in spite of its $3,000 price tag and its solid stainless steel case, could not resist the crunch of the doggie's massive jaws. As Delmar sat holding pieces of the watch in his hand, Etta had to leave the room to laugh. Jobs were scarce in almost Arkansas, Missouri. German Shepherds won. Delmar, zilch. A 500-pound Charolais heifer is one of the waspiest animals on the planet. They got the speed of a leopard, the kick of an ostrich, and the mindset of an L.A. banger. We had 56 of them to vaccinate and called Delmar. The heifers were penned in a small corral, being driven down a chute and into a head gate for treatment. Delmar became dissatisfied with the way we were handling the cattle and jumped into the pen to show us how it should be done. He rapidly approached the nearest heifer, who lashed out with the speed of a mongoose and kicked him squarely in the crotch. The poor man folded like a pair of deuces into the muck at the bottom of the pen amid raucous laughter from all of us on hand. I took compassion on him and led the bent and broken man from the corral and eased him to the ground. Heifers won. Delmar, nada. Delmar sipped from a cup of water I brought to him and regarded me through bloodshot eyes. You know, he winced, I was going to be a doctor for a while, a human doctor. Well, why didn't you? No, hell. I just can't stand people. I really like animals, though. Humans won. Delmar, well, you get the drift. At least that's how it seems to me. I'm David R. Lewis. Thanks for stopping by Theater of the Mind.
Welcome back out to Able Ice Arena here in the MidAmerican RecPlex in West Des Moines, Iowa. Joel Becker and Gary Scabona, Kansas City Jets hockey. Jets and Quad City Blues, 1-0 Kansas City with 17 minutes of hockey left to go. The Jets will have 1:39 left to go on their one and only power play they've had in this game. So they've had all of 21 seconds on the power play so far, as we will get started with this third period of play momentarily. Jets technically being outshot 14-12 in the game, but they lead at 1-0 on a goal from Cam Zimlich.
12-4 when it was 5-on-5.
Well,
let's change that right now, Joe.
Let's hope so. So
this could be the key, though. We got to get
it would certainly be great to be able to get that 2-goal lead early on in the period.
Right, yeah.
Jets on the power play. Zimlich off the draw, gives it across, and Albertson up ahead.
Come on, Mac.
Makowitz does get it in. After for it is Peters, and he finds a lane, sends it down the ice. Boy, it was almost picked off by Beckwith there. He, with Albertson, heads toward the near corner.
This is what this is what I was worried about. This is what happened to us at Omaha last weekend, and a couple times on our power play. We couldn't even set it up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we're starting on that right now.
Makowitz with the puck, though. He'll just ring it around on the near side.
Now we should get something set up here.
Whitrock on the half boards had it poked away, and Nienhuis gets it across for Conrad.
They got
Well, they almost had a 3-on-1.
They did have a 3-on-1 opportunity.
Yeah, except they didn't have possession of the puck, and then the shot goes well wide, and now here's Makowitz trying to get to it, and the referee literally became the defenseman and broke the play up.
Yep.
Well, that looked like it was knocked down by a high stick by Maddox, though. They say play on, and here is Brent with the puck. Top of the circle shot. He put that wide. Off the end boards, comes back out to the point. Kicked ahead by Zimlich. Gets it back, plays it down low. He's looking for Makowitz. He gets it down. Backhand shot by Maddox, and a save by Starr. Rebound goes into the corner. I've never seen a referee in the middle of the ice break up a play like that.
Yeah. It's crazy.
I mean, it happens sometimes on the boards because you're trying to get out of the way, but that's actually one of the dangers of this four-man system when you have two referees and two linesmen is as that back referee, you tend to play a lot more toward the middle of the ice than you do, when it's just a three-man system. And so he
not good. Didn't even get a shot. Never set it up. Never got a shot.
To his credit, he was trying to get out of the way, but he sure picked the wrong direction to go.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
4 seconds left to go in this power play, and a Jets icing call. So not sure exactly what the discussion is over there.
Yeah, I think they started the clock a little bit too late.
Could be. So penalty is over. Jets now 0 for 1 on the power play.
Yeah, didn't even get a shot. That's not good.
Nope. I don't think they had one at the last. Yeah, they didn't have in the first part. At the end of the second.
No shots.
Yeah.
There it is.
Comes loose. Deaver.
Oh, nice. Wide. Number 88. Who was that? Pink Otten. He just Blanc.
Yeah.
He just got a stick on that. Take that away from. Yeah, he just got a stick on that to take that away from Deaver.
So,
that was a great scoring opportunity for the Jets.
Husky, his shot goes well wide. Pedersen left it behind the net. Bloom gets it up ahead for Dorley.
Attaboy, skate. Dorley, get it deep now.
Sends it in cross corner deep. Deaver trying to get to it. Peters got there first. Peters behind his net. Up ahead for Hobart. In the middle, goes off the skate of Kwok. And Goodwin over there, and now Briscoe will go for a skate in his own zone. Cross for Albertson. We've played just about 3 minutes of this third period. Jets on top 1-0. Here's Whitrock, top of the circle shot. Missed everything, goes high off the glass. And a Crow back the other way. A nice little sweep check that time, though. And then the shot was blocked by Whitrock off the stick of Peters. Then another shot from the point. That hit traffic in front. Albertson back of the net. Comes up the far boards. Hacker over there. They try to pitchfork it ahead, and then it hops over the stick of Nienhuis. Otherwise, he would have had a chance for a shot from the point. Kaufman will dump it in. Just at least so far doing a good job getting it deep early on in this period. Opportunity for Hacker to center that one. He actually had 2 Jets to go to, but it hit a skate in front. Then a shot went off of Starr, and the rebound comes loose. Makowitz looking for a lane. A shot and a glove save by Starr. That may have been going wide.
Yeah.
But still, good opportunity for Kansas City. And there'll be a face-off to the right of Aiden Starr with 13:25 left to go regulation time. Jets trying to buy a ticket to the semifinals tomorrow, 3:30 right here. We'll obviously have the game for you. Don't be surprised if the game either starts early or late. More than likely it'll be early unless there's like overtimes or something like that.
Oh, what a great play by Makowitz 2 times.
Yeah, knocked it out of midair on that one. Hacker along the far boards. He had it taken away. And the Jets break it up again. And it comes back into the Quad City end. It's sent in on goal. They should have blown that dead because it was on goal.
Yep.
But they say play on. Allowed it to be a delayed offsides. Quinn. And the Jets still need to tag up. They do. And Quinn will play it up ahead on left wing. Conrad couldn't get a stick on it. Makowitz partially fanned, but Hacker is able to get it out. Here's Whitrock catching up the loose puck. Late on a shift trying to go in, and he really didn't have any help and couldn't do much with the puck. Comes out to center ice. Conrad plays it ahead. Beckwith trying to work in. Good defensive play. Oh, and they got to take both of them.
It's going to go a high stick on Makowitz.
Yeah, he is, but I mean, did you not see the retaliation? I mean, literally two-handed him right across the. You can't do that. That's just ridiculous if they don't call both of them on that situation. I rarely do this, but I mean, this is one you really need to see because it was just so obvious. Because look at this. So, I mean, I mean, seriously, so he did get hit, but then he turns around and I mean, he just two-hand whack. You can't just allow that to happen.
Right.
It's funny because they always say, well, they get the retaliation and not the original. That time they got the original and not the
he
retaliation.
Shouldn't have. That was one where Ibis shouldn't have touched that.
Yeah, as it turned out. So yet another power play here for the Blues. I believe this is their 4th.
Yeah, 4.
Shot by Nienhuis. That was blocked by Zimlich. It's broken up. Albertson ahead for Zimlich. Nienhuis back 2-on-1 with Albertson. Zimlich across Albertson, and he couldn't get the
little bouncy.
Yeah, it was elevated. And it was probably about, 3 inches off the ice.
I would have liked to seen Zim shoot that, to be honest with you.
Well, I mean, considering that he was
he's
there.
more of a scorer than LB
he was
is.
there with a defenseman, that's probably was the thing to do. But
a forward, one thing.
I can't say that I'm surprised, though, because that's what Cam's first instinct is to pass it. Oh, great save by Pettersson on the one-timer by Nienhuis. And now here's a possibility for a breakaway. Here's Ibis. He'll catch up to it, and Angola shot right on. Saved by Starr.
I would have liked to see him do that backhand move that he does.
Boy, there was two situations. You had an interference, and then that time it was Ibis who did the retaliation, and they let them both go.
Right.
Here's Nienhuis trying to work in.
Yeah, he should have done a little backhand there, Ibis.
Well, he could have made a move anyway instead of shooting it from as far out as he was, because he had a clear-cut breakaway. Oh, shot goes right through the middle, just wide of the goal. There's still 30 seconds to go in this power play. Comes loose in front, redirect, big save by
he poked the goalie. Come on, that's a penalty.
Yeah, and he clearly had it. That puck was not loose. You can't sit there and say, well, he thought it was loose. He just hit him.
Yeah.
He clearly had it.
I think if Ibis fakes that shot and goes backhand, he scores.
Maybe. Certainly a deke would have given him a better chance, I think. Although, again, to his credit, he's been able to snipe it before.
Oh, yeah.
On plays like that. We get a whistle.
He likes that backhand move on that breakaway, though.
Yep. 25 seconds to go in the power play. Kaufman trying to catch up with this one. Again, shorthanded for the Jets. Peters over there. Kaufman gets it. Backhand shot. And he put it just wide of the net. We're down to 13 seconds to go in the power play. Blues back the other direction. Kaufman comes over and swipes it away again. Husky plays it ahead. That was knocked away from Kwok and then sent the length of the ice by Whitrock. And the penalty is over. 0 for 4 are the Blues. On the power play, 10:25 left to go regulation time. Kansas City hanging on to a 1-0 lead. Puck sent into the Jets' end. Maddox just sends it out. Going to go off the sideboards. They have got to wave that off. That is ridiculous. Again, you're going to try and tell me that nobody could have caught up to that puck?
Yeah, exactly.
That is just pathetic. I mean, you literally, again, I could show you the replay, but I'm not going to bother this time. You could literally see the defender going back, stop skating.
Right, yeah.
He was skating toward it, and he just... if you want to look at it, on YouTube Live, you can pull it back and see it, but you'll see it because I did very clearly. And, it's not, again, we're talking about a 1-0 game here in the third period. This is not a, again, when you should call or wave something off and you don't, it's actually an important situation. It gave them an offensive opportunity on the face-off. And there's a shot by Fillion and a good save by Pedersen. And he will hang on. Under 10 minutes to go. Shots are 17-15 for the Blues. Jets with the only goal of the game.
All right, Zim, let's get another one, baby.
Well, you made it work the first time. Let's see if you can do it again.
We're trying, at least.
Off the face-off, a shot that hit a skate, went wide, then a backhander by Beckwith. I believe that failed to click as well. Then Ibis pokes it ahead.
There he goes again.
And with speed, will try and work in. He's got a step, but he couldn't get the puck. So he'll pull up, plays it across. He was trying to get to Zimlich, and the pass was too far in front of him. No icing here. No, it was Weed.
Right, Weed passed it, yeah.
So here is Briscoe with the puck in his own zone. He handed
Briscoe.
it right across, and what a great play by Albertson to dive across and break that up. Then it comes loose in front. Conrad a backhand. That was gloved away, and Zimlich back the other direction. The fans were crying for a hand pass, but you're allowed to do that in the defensive zone.
Yeah, exactly.
And now the loose puck is taken back the other direction, and Beckwith with it. Plays it in the middle. Shot Nienhuis. Save Pedersen, and he will hang on. He kind of had to corral that a little, fighting it off.
That was a little awkward.
But he made it, and he will hang on for a face-off. 8:59 to go, regulation time.
Come on, Jets. Getting a little nervous now, Joe. Can't get that second goal.
Well, knock on wood. Let's hope they don't need it. Whitrock line out. Off the face-off, comes right through the middle. Maddox over for it in the near corner. Plays it up the boards. Kaufman, he had it knocked away by Nienhuis, comes back out. Husky a long shot. That was wide of the mark. Off the glove of the goaltender Pedersen, and the Jets send it down the ice. This is going to be icing. Can't blame them for that one.
Right.
Now we got another face-off. 8:40 left to go in regulation time.
It's a battle, Joe.
Neither team making any changes with a seam. Whitrock between Kaufman and Hacker. Maddox and Makowitz, and off the draw comes out to center ice as it hopped over the stick of Peters. He goes for a skate in his own end. Up ahead, Kwok in the middle. Nice pass to Husky. He tried to get it across. Good play, Makowitz. He just basically was too much, took too much space up, as Josh has a tendency to do.
Yeah.
And the Blues, and now here's Peters again trying to work ahead with it. He'll play it ahead, right wing Kwok into the zone. It was knocked away from Honert, excuse me. Peters sends it down across for Nienhuis. He gave it right to the Jets, and they'll dump it in. They change players behind the play as the Goodwin line comes out with just under 8 minutes left to go. Comes ahead, poked away by Makowitz into the zone. Let's try to chase it down. Comes to Maddox. He waits for his teammates to get on side, but DeCrow in the meantime comes over and takes the puck away. In the middle, Maddox again. He gains the red line. He tried to dump it in, but he hit Deaver with it.
Deaver, yeah.
And then Peters sends it across. Nienhuis after for it. Goodwin over there to try and knock it away from him. Peters now comes up the near side boards, and it was into the Jets' end, but Makowitz a good job to play it away, and now back the other direction.
Oh, no trip?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, they got it.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Goodwin was taken down, and as you said, a tripping call coming up. And for the second time in the game, the Jets are going to have an opportunity on the power play.
All right, come on, Jets. Score here, put it away. Let's at least get a shot. They didn't even get a shot last time.
Okay.
Is he going to go at Whitrock, or is he going to go back to Lobon? No, he's going to stay at Whitrock.
7:17 left to go, regulation time. 19-15 are the shots in favor of Quad City. So as you said, Whitrock between Makowitz and Maddox, Zimlich and Albertson on the points for this power play unit for Kansas City. Face off. Whitrock got it back, but he hops over the stick of Albertson, and he'll retreat back for it. Up ahead, Jets
We got back.
Yes, we did, but he decided we didn't.
The
linesman. Oh my goodness. Zimlich overskated the puck, and Beckwith was able to put it in past Pedersen, who obviously couldn't possibly have expected that. And man.
Well, we fumbled the puck on the face-off.
Yep.
If we keep it in the zone.
Well.
Come on.
Let's. It's a shorthanded goal.
Yeah.
Ties things up. So we'll take a quick look at it here. So it comes off the end boards, and what ends up happening here is Zimlich just overskates it, and it goes right to Beckwith, and he just pokes it right into the empty net. It was, just a huge amount of bad luck. So now the Jets really need to do something on this power play.
Do something. We can't do anything. We're horrible. Well, we ain't going to win this game 1-0, Joe.
Apparently not.
2-1.
Okay. 6.5 minutes left to go in regulation time.
Come on,
of course,
we got a minute to set it up.
Let's
do.
Go. Minute 9 on the power play. Zimlich with the puck. Now to Loba, who's in the game. Loba top of the circle, circles around with it. He'll take a shot that goes off a stick wide. Albertson the rebound at the right point. Just sends it down low. Corcoran over there. He handed it right to Maddox, though. Maddox tried to get it to Loba. That was broken up, and it goes off of Zimlich and out to center ice. 45 seconds to go in the power play. Zimlich tried to play it in. That was broken up. Jets get it back, and Makowitz will work it ahead. Took a hit.
Yeah, but we're...
And they play it ahead and out to center ice. Albertson. Makowitz will poke it into the zone.
Quad Cities wants to give us power plays because we're not good right now.
Puck sent down the ice. They say apparently that went off a clock, so no icing. Although they're still short. I thought they'd just finished, but apparently not. Got another 7 seconds. There's a lead pass, trying to walk in front with it. In on goal. Makowitz a shot and a save by Starr. Rebound into the corner. Good opportunity there by Josh. Deaver trying to center it to Makowitz. Oh, he actually got in Loba's way, or he might have had a pretty good opportunity there. It was kept in. Makowitz tried to center it. Nobody was there for the Jets anyway. It went off of a Blues leg. And now out to center ice. Team's back at 5 aside. Husky a long shot off the end boards and off the back of the net. Caldwell over there. Rings it around far side and out to center ice. If you're wondering, these games go to
10-minute overtime.
Yeah, but
until
as many as
wins.
you need. It never goes to shootout. So
sudden death, 10-minute overtime, right?
Yep, sudden death and 5-on-5 too, by the way.
Yeah, is it 5-on-5? Yeah.
Yeah. So it just like in the NHL, they just basically play until somebody wins. 4:35 until that might happen.
I can't believe it. Just an unlucky bounce.
Yeah. Well, and I'm sure Cam Zimlich feels pretty bad about it because, again, he ended up just skating right by it, but it was because it went off the end boards and kind of bounced. There's a shot right on and a save by Starr. The rebound goes into the corner. Again, the Jets not able to get in a position to do something with it. And back the other direction, trying to work into the zone. Back for it, Briscoe behind his net. Oh, he fanned as he tried to play it up ahead toward Deaver. Ties up his man, and Goodwin will play it ahead. Aiden, he had it poked away by Beckwith. Beckwith to Conrad. That was broken up. And now up ahead, here's Deaver with the puck. He's 1-on-2. Gains the zone on the right wing side on his backhand, being hampered by Nienhaus. Now comes loose. Sharp angle shot right on Starr, and a save, and he hangs on. As Dorley had a pretty good opportunity there. And there was briefly a rebound, but nobody there to do anything with it. Shots 19-17 for the Blues.
Come on, Wet Rock, let's get a goal. Somebody you don't expect to get it, let's get it.
Well, actually, if on this line, you would think that Kaufman has been the one who's been on the doorstep, although Whitrock's had a couple of pretty good chances.
Hey, Bloom can get us one from the point.
You never know. Off the face-off. Comes loose and out to center ice, past Kwok. Back for it. is Caldwell. He'll play it off the sideboards, and it goes over into the Jets bench, and we'll get a whistle and a face-off. It's going to come to the left of Zach Pedersen.
Boy, Pedersen's played such a great game, too.
And, yeah, to have that one end up going in.
Right.
Where it was just...
And it went off his body, too. It almost saved it. For not seeing it, he almost saved it.
Honored a shot, and that missed everything off the glass, and then Kaufman had to go off his skate, but then off of a Blues player. Husky will dump it in. Goes around to the far side. Makowitz tried to poke it past Kwok. Puck comes loose near the point, it does stay in. Maddox will go back for it.
That's like an inch from staying in and an inch from having a breakaway.
Yeah, could have gone either way. Hacker will just dump it in. Kaufman going after for it. Back of the net. Blues take over. They play it, but it's kept in. Makowitz, long shot, and a save by Starr, and he hangs on. Makowitz is actually overdue for another goal. He's for a defenseman. He put up some.
Well, he had a breakaway earlier. He just tried to squeak it in 5-0, and Starr made a nice play. So
under 3 minutes to go.
We're gonna get one here, Joe. I got a feeling this shift is our goal.
Okay, heard it here first. Homer's called it.
That hole.
Zimlich on the face-off. It's loose. It comes away to Nienhuis, and it's taken away, though, by Lobaugh. Lobaugh centering one. That was broken up at the Blues defense. Now Makowitz, a shot, and stopped again at the defense and back the other way. Here's Nienhuis with it. He'll just work into the zone. Makowitz poked it away. Lobaugh over there, and they get it out to center ice. Zimlich couldn't keep possession of the puck. Then he lifts his stick. The puck comes loose, and Lobaugh goes for a skate. He'll play it across. Ibis, he had it taken away by DeCrow. And now Makowitz will go back for it behind his net. Comes to Maddox. He's checked. 2:15 to go in regulation time. We are very close to essentially being in overtime now.
Yeah.
Puck comes out to center ice. DeYoung with it for the Blues near his own line. Almost poked away there by Zimlich. Comes loose. And couple of opportunities. That was lucky, but Makowitz did get away with it. Lobaugh in the middle looking for Zimlich. They've been out there for a while now.
Yeah.
Lobaugh will dump it in. The linesman seemed like he couldn't make up his mind whether or not he thought that was offsides or not. Eventually didn't call it. Beckwith back the other way. Goes into the corner.
Yeah, they've been out there for almost a minute and a half.
And it comes away. Ibis trying to chase it down. And Nienhuis did a good job of getting in his way.
Offsides. Where's Lobaugh going? Couldn't he see it was offsides?
He
totally.
must not. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, he's been out there for a long time, so it actually works out well for him to get the whistle. 1:27 left to go in regulation time. 1-1 our score. Goodwin line out for the Jets. Beckwith line is out for the Blues. And Beckwith dumps it in. Into the corner, Briscoe. He pitchforked it ahead. It was stopped by the Blues, though. They play it toward the net, and a stick save by Pedersen. Now Peters in the corner. And they try to center it. That went off of nobody, but it now comes back out right point. Nienhuis a shot, hit traffic in front. It's loose. And Pedersen able to dive out and stop it. Took a stick to the face, it looked like, after he had it covered. But we get the whistle and the face-off. As we're down to less than a minute to go, 58.3 seconds. One thing I don't know is, I know they scrape after every 2 overtimes.
Yeah, I think it's 2, yeah.
But I don't know if they scrape before the first one.
No. I don't think they do.
I don't think so either. Peters off the faceoff, dumps it behind the Jets net. Over in the corner, Albertson comes up the boards. Hacker, he wasn't able to get it out. Gloved down by the Blues. They work it toward the middle, goes off a stick in front. Shot by Quinn goes wide, and Pedersen was able to just glove it and hang on with 39.6 seconds.
Yeah, I don't think they scrape. I think it's after 2 periods.
I agree. I believe you're.
But I can look real fast.
Yeah. I don't think they do it before the first overtime. I think they do it after every 2 after they start. Off the face-off. It comes into the corner. Jets play it. It does come out to center ice. Hacker tried to get it to Kaufman. Blues have to wait for it to be onside. And Makowitz behind the net. He tried to poke it ahead. It was knocked down by Quinn for a second. Hacker again couldn't get it out, but now carrying on. Here's Whitrock. Lead pass looking for Kaufman. He'll gain the zone. In on goal. It played it toward the net. And a stick save by Starr. And then Kaufman and Starr came together. He ended up going down. It was an inadvertent trip. Dane doesn't know what even is going on, but they were certainly upset about it. No, nothing called. 12.5 seconds left to go.
After the first overtime period.
Okay. And then every other after that.
Yeah.
Down under 10 seconds. Whitrock plays it back to the point. Winding up. Makowitz a shot, and that hit his stick and goes high. Then here's Maddox. 1 second left, and we're going to overtime. 3 full periods of hockey in the books. And we haven't solved anything yet. So, unfortunately for the Kansas City Jets, looks like there's going to be a 3-minute break between the end of regulation time and overtime. So 1-1 our score. We're going to go to overtime. We'll get a chance to take a look at the 1 goal scored in the third period. It was a fluke, unfortunately, for the Jets, as the puck came in here. And since we do have plenty of time,
took a crazy bounce.
Yeah, well, we're going to move in a little closer, and so you're going to see it goes off the end boards. And so you see how it took a kind of even a funny hop off the end boards, where it didn't really go
right towards the net.
Yeah, instead of going, see where it is there, and it hits, but it doesn't have that same. It's like, it wasn't a pool shot, and it goes in, and so Zimlich and the puck. I don't know if it just. He kind of handcuffed himself.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, he just skated right by it. He didn't get, and we've seen players on both sides do this a lot during this game, where they just sort of fan on shots or skate right over the puck. I don't know if it's the ice or whatever, but unfortunately, Beckwith was right there, and he's got a wide open net, and all he does is, nothing Pettersson could have done. And so that is the only goal of the game for the Blues. Just to remind you, now, as much as Zimlich probably feels bad about the fact that he was the defender in that situation, that was a shorthanded goal.
Right.
He also is responsible for the only goal the Jets have. And by the way, you weren't here during the. This was not actually a save by Starr. This actually hits Corcoran in the back, this original shot by Maddox. Right here, you'll see.
Right, yeah, the deflect.
Yeah, it hit him in the back, and then it goes to Lobaugh, who plays it between his legs. Got it right to Zimlich, who played it in past Starr. And that's how we got to where we are. 1-1, which we can now change to overtime. So it's, boy, if you win today, then you're guaranteed 2 more games.
Right.
So if you're ever in an overtime situation after this, it's not quite as big. But, boy, to come all the way up here, take a game to overtime, and then have to go home.
When you had the lead.
Yeah, that would be
and you had a power play.
Yeah.
So.
But even,
But we had 2 shorty opportunities and didn't score.
Right.
Makowitz had 1, and so did Ibis.
Yes.
And neither of them scored. So I think they're supposed to change ends, so we'll see. Yeah. All right, come on, Zim.
So,
10 minutes, sudden death.
Yep. The time on the clock is irrelevant.
Right. Well, just to stop it.
Yeah, just to know when. Yeah, just to know when they're eventually going to redo the ice.
Right.
And stuff like that.
Well, this is a typical 4 or 5 game.
And also when they it does make a difference from the perspective of switching ends, because they will switch ends every time.
Right.
And so like right now, this is like second period, so you have that long change.
Right. So this is a 4-5 in, and it's the rubber match of the season for us. It's team 1-1.
I guess you could say this is a good indication that that this was good seeding.
Yeah.
4 versus 5, and it goes to overtime.
Right. Yeah.
1-1, and we're underway. Off the faceoff, Makowitz plays it in. It goes off of a Blues player, so Ibis tried to sweep it in front. That was broken up, though, and it is taken by Quinn. He's able to get it out to center ice. Conrad with it. Into the zone with Beckwith, and a shot right on, and a save by Pettersson, and he will hang on. So 18 seconds into overtime. You never know with these overtime games. Sometimes the overtime games are over
quickly.
With less than a minute in or a minute in, and then sometimes they'll go 3-4 overtimes.
Right. Yeah.
Zimlich line out, and Ibis off the faceoff going ahead with it. And it's a 3-on-2 if they hurry. Ibis in on goal, a shot, and he put it well wide. The rebound, though, was kept in by Maddox. Back of the net, Ibis trying to center one, does to Loba, and he fanned, then the puck comes loose in front, and it's swept to the line, but again, Maddox kept it in. Then Makowitz a shot, that went off a low ball right on goal, and Starr makes the save. Unfortunately, it took a lot off of him when it went off of him, but you never know. That's the sort of thing. Sometimes, flukes will happen, as we saw in the last period, but in overtime, it's obviously, it spells the season continuing or ending. Goodwin line comes out, and Aiden won the draw, but Dorley couldn't get a stick on it. Back for it is Briscoe. He'll get to it.
What's he doing?
He made a blind pass. He was looking for Albertson, but luckily they gave it right back to him, and now Dorley will send it rink wide. Deaver with the puck. He'll backhand it in. Wide of the net. Off the inboards, back of the net. Comes around near side. Dorley a shot that was stopped in the defense. Now they play it up the boards. It comes to Goodwin, a long shot. How about an overtime game winner for Aiden Goodwin?
Yeah, he hasn't had a goal in a long time.
I know. In front. He had an opportunity there. Couldn't get a stick on it as that puck came right through the middle. Back the other way, Husky. And his long shot steered aside by Pettersson. Rebound loose in front. And it comes straight away. Nienhuis' shot. That was wide. Rebound off the side of the net. Now comes back out to Beckwith. Comes loose. Honert. He tried to center it. That was broken up on a good play by Deaver. He'll poke it ahead. Peters back for it. Deaver over there on the far side. It gets past Briscoe into the zone, but Albertson over there, and then Briscoe got it ahead.
Got a chance of it on, man.
And Hacker got to it, but Peters was over there to break it up. He plays it across in his own zone. Now in the middle looking for Beckwith. That was knocked away from him by Albertson. Now he gets it back into the zone. Long shot ends up going cross corner well wide. Now back of the net, Kaufman. He'll ring it around far side. Peters knocks it down the right point, though. He plays it. It comes in the middle. Quinn, and it went off of his skate, then off of Hacker and out to center ice. Now Hacker gets it back. Played it on the left side, but not really to anybody. He was looking for Kaufman, but wasn't close. Now back in the net, Briscoe. Plays it up, Beckwith over there. Goes into the far corner. Conrad plays it back out to the point. Nienhuis a long shot and a save. Loose in front. And the rebound shot goes well wide. Now comes back out again to Nienhuis. Another shot. That was well wide. Rebound. And it comes to the Jets. Lead pass looking for Kaufman. Well, I tell you what, if Nienhuis hadn't touched that would have been an icing call.
Yeah.
Now Kaufman instead, though, goes after for it in the corner. Jets are changing behind the play. Zimlich over there to help out. He gets it. He could have played it back to the point, but didn't end up getting it to Maddox, and now back the other way. Here's Honert in on goal. Plays it in front, broken up by Maddox. It was kept in, though. Long shot, save by Pettersson. Rebound comes out to center. Blunk back for it. He'll send it across for DeYoung. Back to Blunk near his own line. Up ahead, gains the red line. He will just dump it in. And Pettersson will just go ahead and cover up and get a whistle with 6:28 to go in the first overtime. Sudden death. Next goal wins it. Husky to take the draw with Zimlich. Cam wins the draw. Makowitz will take it back of the net. Off the sideboards, off of Ibis. It comes out to center. Ibis with speed. He'll poke it ahead. Walks in around. In on goal. Sharp angle shot. Save. Rebound was loose in front. Then there's Maddox's shot. That was stopped in front of the defense. Never got through. Back the other way. Here come the Blues in the middle. Long shot goes well wide off the end boards. Husky with it there in the corner. Just plays it back. Nobody there for the Blues. And Ibis has it. He'll send it long for Loba with a step in on goal, a shot. And he tried to go short side, went off the glove of the goaltender, Star and wide. Rebound goes into the near corner. Zimlich after for it there. He runs into Peters. Puck comes loose and Loba trying to get a stick on it. And again, Zimlich now back of the net. Here's Ibis with it. He'll play it back out to the point for Maddox. Maddox, a shot. That was blocked, but it comes across to Makowitz. Walks in on goal. A shot and a stick save by Starr, and it goes out of play. And we'll get another whistle and a face-off. Offensive opportunity here for the Jets. Shots are 25-20 in the game for the Blues. We played just a little less than half of the first overtime. 1-1.
Come on, Dorley.
So obviously, the final in this game is going to be 2-1.
Yeah.
At some point. We just don't know who. Goodwin wins the draw to Dorley. A shot, and he put it high off the end boards. Rebound. Oh, redirect by Deaver. Then he tried to bank it in off Starr. That didn't go. Then Briscoe, he lost it. And now back the other way. Quinn with a step. Briscoe gets back, and they're going to call a penalty. I did not see anybody take him down.
Well, at least they're not calling a penalty shot.
No. He didn't do it directly from behind. He couldn't.
That's a tough call in overtime.
I don't know. Well, I mean, it was one of those things where, Briscoe was in a position where he had to race to get back. But I thought he did a pretty good job of catching up to him and just checking him as opposed to holding him. The holding was the call.
All right, Joe, so let's put it this way. They got one shorty. Let's see if we can get a shorty.
Well, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
There's going to be a timeout called by the Blues, I believe.
Oh, Joe.
Overtime power play.
Don't want to lose it overtime. Yeah, I know. Not good. What are we, 0 for 2 in the power play? They're 0
We're
for 4.
We're 0 for 2. They're 0 for 4.
But they got a shorty on it.
Yes. We don't have one of those.
Not yet.
Game's not over yet. Well, we have had, like you said, a couple of opportunities.
Right.
Shorthanded. And that is something that definitely could happen. I tell you what, both goaltenders in this game have really bailed out their team.
Yeah, they played well, yeah.
Well, I mean, again, the shorthanded opportunities we've had, a couple of breakaways here and there, but as far as, Aiden Starr and the Blues, he is most definitely, I mean, certainly we could have done better in terms of being there for rebounds and so on and so forth, but he has bailed them out several times, and so has Zach Pedersen.
Yeah.
So interesting that they decided to call their timeout here. Obviously, they were trying to rest their main power players.
But that's going to allow Zim. That's going to allow Zim and Ibis to come out.
That's what I was going to say. Is that the flip side of that is it allows our best penalty killers. And in our case, it was Makowitz and Maddox had been out there for a while, so
yeah,
it's good for us that they can start this penalty kill. Face-off will be to the right of Zach Pedersen. And like you said, Zimlich and Ibis, Maddox and Makowitz. And it comes to Makowitz. Blues get the puck, honered over there, and it was taken away from him by Zimlich. And he will work ahead with it. Still shorthanded, 1-on-3. They were kind of all over him, eventually taking the puck away, and now comes back the other way. Here are the Blues, and this is Conrad with it. Oh, that play was offsides, and they do blow it dead. Good call. So a hair late, but he did blow it dead. And we'll get a whistle and a face-off. 22 seconds gone by in the man advantage. Neutral ice face-off. Neither team making any changes. They've got Quinn Honert and Beckwith with Conrad and Nienhaus on the points. For the power play, Honert will dump it in. Goes around to the far side, Beckwith over there. He takes a hit. Ibis comes over. We'll ring it around to the near side, but it's going to go right there to Honer.
Too high up in the air.
He'll send it all the way across right side and right in on goal. A shot by Conrad, a save by Pedersen, and he hangs on.
All right, he's going with the sophomores.
So Kaufman and Whitrock come out.
He's going with the sophomores to kill it.
Zimlich and Ibis come off. Whitrock can't win the draw, comes back out to the point. They send it across Nienhuis, hopped over his stick. Kaufman on him. They try to get it down low. Checked by Maddox. Puck comes loose. Conrad on the far side. Sharp angle shot. Saved by Pedersen. Rebound. Was not cleared. Stopped at the point. Nienhuis. It comes to Conrad. Now Nienhuis again. Again, it goes over his stick. Maddox is able to clear it the length of the ice.
Maddox made sure.
And Kaufman going after for it. Short-handed. If nothing else, you should be able to rag some time. Goes behind the net with it. Pulls up. And puck taken away from him. Down to 42 seconds to go in the man advantage. Kaufman comes off. Ibis comes on. And it comes to Harry. He played it ahead and it hit Whitrock, but then Harrison able to get the loose puck with speed, trying to get around Nienhuis. He's tripped. There's going to be a penalty as Nienhuis swung the stick around and took his legs out.
All right, 4-on-4 for 25.
No penalty shot.
No.
But, you know, the other thing about that is they lose John Nienhuis, who's one of their top defensemen, too. Like you said, it'll be 4-on-4 for 25 seconds and then a minute 35 for a power play.
He's leaving Makowitz. Okay, he's leaving Makowitz in with Albertson, taking Maddox out for a little rest, then trying to set up the power play.
Yeah, Makowitz is on the bench, but Albertson and Maddox is back at the point for this 4-on-4. And then presumably Makowitz will probably come out and they'll set up the power play. Here's Zimlich trying to work in front, comes back to Maddox, a shot that was stopped in the defense, gets it back, works in from the dot, a shot right on, and a save by Starr. He didn't know where it was, but it went off of him and
Starr gave a reaction like it got behind him, and it did, but he got behind him.
But it went way up, and it actually hit the net, but it was the wrong net.
Low ball's coming in now for Ibis. He's getting ready to set up the power play.
Yeah, obviously, when Makowitz comes on, Zimlich will just drop back to the point.
Right.
And off the draw comes back to Maddox. A shot that was blocked. Comes back the other way. Still 4-on-4. Maddox comes back and takes it away from Conrad.
He's got him.
And a lead pass. He's trying to...
Try to go to Briscoe.
Yep. Briscoe comes off out of the box.
Now let's see if we can set up the power play. Come on, Jets. Let's go, Maddox.
Albertson got it to Maddox. He was checked, but carries on with the puck. Past Conrad. He'll play it back to the point for Loba. In the middle, Zimlich. Went off his stick, but he gets it. Now across for Albertson. He lost an edge. Comes in front, Makowitz. And his shot actually went off a leg. Now Albertson, and they do try and set things up here, but it was broken up.
Why didn't he give it to Zim?
And shorthanded, trying to work into Young.
I don't know why he didn't give it to Zim.
57 seconds to go in the power play.
Got time.
So both teams have had overtime power plays. Here's the low ball with it. He'll work in. Pulls up to make a play.
Give it to Zim.
On the half boards. Left it for Maddox. Back to Zimlich at the point. He walks the line. Straight away shot. And that hit traffic in front. Albertson couldn't get a stick on it. Then Zimlich plays it across for Maddox, but it was behind him. Now Lobaugh gets it.
Go, Lobaugh.
Half a minute to go in the power play. Now across for Albertson. Albertson, the wrist shot that was poked away at the last second, so it didn't go on goal. Now in the middle, and that's a bad pass, and the Blues able to clear it the length of the ice. 13 seconds to go in the power play. It was an abbreviated one. In the middle, Deaver. He'll work into the zone. Jack, a sharp angle shot, a glove save by Starr, and he hangs on. 3 seconds left to go, and Nienhuis's tripping penalty. So we got to watch for him coming out of the box.
Minute 38 going overtime.
In the first overtime.
Right. No shootout.
Nope. Goodwin line is out.
Key here is the Corollas because Nienhuis going to come out of the box. Bloom, you're watching behind you.
He seems to be aware. Off the face-off, the Blues do have it. It does come out to the point. Then Caldwell a shot. That was hitting, blocked in front. Then Deaver tried to center it. Gets it a shot right on. Save. Starr. Puck was still loose for a second. He dives on it. And we'll get a face-off with $1:25 left to go in this first overtime.
So, Joe, they wanted to start the game early. Now we're going to put them behind schedule.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Boy, they're going to be really upset for this.
Oh, they're not going to like me at all.
No.
Because that Waterloo...
Not that they did before.
That Waterloo game was supposed to start at 4:30. We got plenty of time.
Yeah. Off the face-off, Peter sends it around on the far side, and the Blues get it out to center ice. Beckwith. Now, this should be icing. And they do call the icing because it went off his stick, but he was well behind the center red line. So it'll be another offensive faceoff for the Jets here with 1:14 left to go. Shots 26-24 in favor of the Blues for the game. Good went out there with Deaver and Dorley, Briscoe and Albertson. And the Jets get the draw, comes back to Albertson straight away. A shot bounces wide of the goal. Dorley couldn't quite get to it. He'll play it back out to the point again for Albertson. Cross for Briscoe. Briscoe a long shot, save, and the rebound was there for a second. And once again, Starr was able to drop on it and get the whistle with 1:01 left to go.
Dorley was right there, so.
Yeah. That first one, though, if Dorley was just a little bit further ahead, he couldn't have reached it where he was. But if he just happened to be positioned a little bit further ahead, it would have been a tap-in.
Yeah.
This time the Blues win the draw, and it comes out to center ice. Knocked down by Briscoe. Puck comes loose. Beckwith. He'll try and work in. One man back, gets around Albertson, then a big hit in front. And the Jets come back the other way with 45 seconds left to go. Here's Briscoe. Oh, he overskated the puck. Beckwith came off the ice. Icing. No, it was touched by a Blues player.
Yeah, but I thought he wasn't.
Wasn't it to the red line?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. At any rate, they didn't call it, so it comes back out to center ice. 27 seconds left to go. DeYoung sends it across. Deaver almost knocked that away. DeYoung gets it back in his own zone. He'll play it up the boards. Now it's sent ahead. Whitrock in the middle for Deaver, who's been out there for a long time. Blues. And, this play's offsides.
Shoot it. I want to get a penalty. Come on.
So we get the whistle with 7.2 seconds left. He thought about it.
He did think about it.
Waterloo players ready to come out on the ice.
Yeah.
They don't get to. Whitrock to take the draw from the neutral zone, and Lane does win it. Maddox plays it back out, and that's going to do it.
That'll do it.
So the buzzer sounds, and the first overtime ends without having solved anything so far. The teams will head to the locker room. 1-1 remains our score. So we've played 61 minutes of hockey so far here from the MidAmerican RecPlex, and we haven't solved anything yet. Blues and Jets 1-1. We'll take a break and come back here on Kansas City Jets Hockey.
What are you doing?
Playing hide and go seek.
That's hide and seek? I found you in 2 seconds. Get out of there. If you want to win this game, you got to do a lot better than that. Right? Come on. Get in. Hustle. Now that's the way you play the game.
When Reuben Baylor joins Marshal Marion Daniels to investigate an incident of theft and murder, Rube is plunged into a world of dark deeds and black hearts. With the help of an abused and courageous young woman, Rube, Marion, and Marshal Adris Thibodeau head south of the Missouri line into the hills and hollows of northern Arkansas and take on an entire clan to see that justice is done. Suspicion of outsiders and hate for the government abounds, and the Marshals are much farther from home than the miles they've traveled.
Payback Trail, part of the Trail series by David R. Lewis. Available as an ebook at Amazon.com, Smashwords, and iTunes, and as an e-audiobook at Audible.com.
Go get that donkey. Hey, you're going the wrong way. Come on. We got slaughtered at musical chairs. We practiced this at home a million times. We are losing. I can't believe I missed Pilates for this. It's your own ride home, Missy.
Welcome back out to the MidAmerican RecPlex here in West Des Moines, Iowa. Joel Becker, Gary Scabona, Kansas City Jets hockey. Jets and Blues knotted up at 1. In now overtime, they're actually resurfacing the ice between overtime periods 1 and 2. There were no scoring, obviously, in that first overtime. It's sudden death, so when we do have a goal, that will be the end of the game. But this is the scoring so far in today's. The second period goal as the Jets got on the board first. We'll take a look here as Maddox takes this shot from the point. And if we bring in the camera a little bit, we can show that the shot, it goes off the back of number 11 Corcoran there. You can see his jersey move as it hits him just above the rear end, but it comes fortunately right to Lobaugh, who goes between the legs to Zimlich. Zimlich makes a move around the goaltender, Starr, and is able to just slide it into the back of the net to make it a 1-0 lead. Unfortunately for the Jets, the Blues are able to eventually get that goal back. It happens on the Jets power play, so they were shorthanded with about 7 minutes left to go in regulation time, and the Blues, again, shorthanded, are clearing the puck the length of the ice. And Zimlich, who plays the point on the power play, is going back for it. Unfortunately for Kansas City, it takes a rather odd hop. And I suppose you could say, well, the other one hit their player, so that was unusual hop too. But it takes a weird hop off of the end boards there. As you can see, there's the puck. And so you can see the angle of the puck. It is going toward, you can see it's going toward the corner. But when it hits something over there, instead of going, normally think about playing pool, if it hits the cushion going that direction, it will go in an equal angle off of it, but instead it comes right back out in front of the net, so you can see it coming that direction. So Zimlich, who was going, you can see the direction Cam is going. He was going to go follow it into the corner, but instead he has to turn toward the net. And unfortunately, the puck eludes him here. So he tries to get to it, but he misses it. And then it goes to Beckwith. And you can see Beckwith, once he gets possession of it, all he does is a quick little snap. And it goes over the glove of Pettersson. And that's how we got to where we are right now. 1-1 is our score here in this first overtime. So they'll keep playing these 10-minute periods until somebody wins, and they will basically just keep resurfacing after every other overtime period. So we'll give you a story. This is Baby, our Heartland memory from David Lewis, and then come back for the second overtime period after this on Kansas City Jets hockey.
Hello, I'm David R. Lewis. Welcome to Heartland Memories here at Theater of the Mind. This memory is around 40 years old and no bull. Well, actually, that's not true. It is bull. Sort of. You'll see. Leslie Hallcraft smiled at me as he reached over the top rail of a board fence and scratched the back of an immense Charolais bull. "This is Baby," he beamed. "He's just as sweet as he can be. Yes, he is." Les was my landlord. In the outback of the Ozarks, Laura and I had rented a 2-bedroom rock house from Les and his wife, complete with a barn and paddock for some pigs, a spring-fed catfish pond, and access to 600 acres of trees to cut wood for the furnace in the house. Les was a nice man, a converted northerner who drove an International Harvester pickup truck and swatted wasps the way mere mortals swat mosquitoes, often sustaining 24 stings a day. He was introducing me to his prize bull, a bull nearly as expensive as an aircraft carrier, a bull he loved more than his children, a bull he'd installed in a pasture completely surrounding the barn and paddock where I kept pigs, a bull that was now going to be between me and where I needed to go several times a day. My mouth went dry. "You can see how gentle my little baby is," he said, easing through the stile and into the pasture. I followed warily behind, mentally constructing my last will and testament. The bull, only slightly smaller than a 56-passenger school bus, sidled up to him to get his ribs scratched. "This precious boy wouldn't hurt a flea," Les continued, clawing away at the animal's hide as if trying to dig through a dusty carpet. He eyed the small barn 60 yards out into the pasture. "You just come and go as you please. Baby'll leave you alone, won't you, baby?" The bull shifted his massive weight in pleasure from the scratching and fixed me with a baleful eye. I could clearly see the visions of my torn and bleeding body that danced in his twisted imagination. Over the years, I'd been knocked down by bulls, knocked around by bulls, stepped on by bulls, thrown over fences by bulls, and slammed into walls by bulls. I have been covered in bull sweat, bull spit, bull snot, and well, you get the idea. Bulls are immense, straight-ahead, single-minded, powerful creatures. Because I am a Taurus, I admire them. Because I am sane, I'm scared of them. Baby may have been all sweetness and light to Les Hallcraft, but to me, he was just another chunk of fear, a clear and present danger, and he was in a pasture that I had to pass through at least 3 times every 24 hours. Like the dog owner explaining how little Fido would never bite anyone as the crazed canine has his fangs in your fetlock, Les seemed totally unaware of my feeble protests about having his bull in the way. He actually seemed rather pleased that I was going to get an opportunity to become personally acquainted with Baby, that I would soon come to love the dear bovine as much as he did. Baby would only be there for 10 days or so while Les and his wife went to California on vacation. The hired man would take care of everything at the big farm while they were gone, but he'd brought the bull back to the old home place so I could check on him every day. He just didn't know what he'd do if anything happened to Baby. Since I had to go into the barn in that pasture regularly, and since the pasture was just 50 feet or so from the house, it would be no trouble at all for me to keep an eye on his beloved bull. He simply would not recognize the fact that his Charlet was a crazed killer waiting to grind out my life beneath cloven hooves the size of manhole covers. The next morning, I eased quietly out the back door. Baby was 70 yards away on the opposite side of the barn. I slipped through the stile, trotted to the rear of the small barn, lifted open a chest-high trap-style door, and wiggled my way inside. Safe! I was cleaning up the farrowing crate around a sow and a litter of pigs when I heard Laura drive away for a day of errands at a town 30 miles distant. For the next hour or so, I fussed around inside the barn, Baby still out front, on the opposite side of the structure from the house. All was well. Maybe Les was right. Maybe this was the one bull on the planet that did not have designs on my life. A quick duck out the back trap door, a jog to the fence, and I would be home free. I walked to the rear of the barn, swung the door open, and there stood the bull. He looked at me, lowered his 55-gallon head, and shook it from side to side. A 2-foot trail of mucus whipped out of his nose. Okay. I walked to the front of the barn and out into the fenced paddock. Baby was waiting, and he paced me as I walked the enclosure. Over the next 2 hours, we repeated that performance several times. The horrible truth began to dawn on me. I was trapped. With my wife gone for the day, there was no one around to even distract the bull while I made a getaway. Besides, I had business in the barn every day, livestock that depended on me. I paid the rent. The bull was the interloper, not me. I had a right to be there. Anger began to build in my fear-choked mind. The reptile portion of my brain started to writhe and shudder. No half-witted 2,000-pound walking hamburger patty was going to dictate my business to me. All the rage against all the bulls that had misused me in my life came to the forefront. Red-eyed and sweaty-toothed, I looked for a weapon. There, against the wall, leaned a 4-foot length of 2-inch plumbing pipe, a bludgeon of heroic proportions. Good. My Norse ancestry sang through my veins. I could almost hear the sound of cold steel striking cold steel on the shore of the misty isles. I felt the urge to scream, "Odin!" to the distant stars. Instead, clutching the piece of pipe, I boldly strode to the rear of the barn and opened the door. There he was, Baby the Bull, waiting on me. He shook his head and issued a grumble similar to the sound of a toilet backing up. I ran to the front of the barn and out into the paddock. Sure enough, Baby came loping around the corner. Perfect. I ran back to the rear, then back to the front, then back to the rear, then back to the front, then back to the rear again, and stayed there. Baby, caught up in the game, headed back to the front. When I heard him go, I rolled out the chest-high door, pipe in hand, and took up my batter's stance at the edge of the barn. When the bull came barreling around the corner, I committed my soul to Thor, swung the pipe, and took him high and outside with a shot that would have gone downtown in Yankee Stadium. Baby dropped like a stone. Had I killed him, I would have been homeless and owed Les Hallcraft more money than I made in 5 years. But I didn't. I thought I did. For a while, Baby lay there for nearly 2 hours before he got to his feet and wobbled off. Several days later, Les pulled up, freshly back from California, as I was walking from the barn to the house. Baby, again all sweetness and light, scampered up to greet him. As I approached, however, the bull backed off 20 feet or so and calmly waited. "Well, that's strange," Les said. "He just moved away from you." "Well, he's been like that since the day after you left," I said. "Oh, maybe he thinks you don't like him," Hallcraft mused. Controlling my grin, I replied, "I wonder what could have given him that idea." That's how it seems to me. I'm David R. Lewis. Thanks for visiting a Heartland memory here on Theater of the Mind.
Welcome back out to the MidAmerican RecPlex Able Ice Arena here in West Des Moines, Iowa. Joel Becker, Gary Scabona, Kansas City Jets hockey. Jets and Blues knotted up at 1, about to start the second overtime period. Wow. Teams getting on the ice and getting ready to go.
Last time we were in overtime period, Joe, was a few years ago when against Sioux City.
Yep.
And Hawkins scored with 19 seconds to go in the second overtime. He wore number 19. So I'm going for 8 seconds into this period by Elvis. 8 seconds in.
As opposed to 8 seconds to go.
Yeah, 8 seconds to go, right.
Okay.
Exactly. All right, we'll see what we got, Joe. This is going to be exciting barn burner.
Yep.
This is what happens in a 4 or 5 game usually in a tournament. You know?
Yeah, at least it's like you said, it's a very close game. And
right. This is the rubber match between the two teams.
The tough thing is going to be
gone overtime twice.
The tough thing that's going to be whoever ends up, having to go home after today. They should feel like they, that they did everything they could and so on and so forth. And they did. It's just that that somebody's going to be awfully disappointed.
Oh yeah, there's going to be a happy group and there's going to be a very disappointed group. So I'm hoping we're on the happy side, Joe.
Let's hope so. Both teams with their top line out. Conrad, Beckwith, and Quinn, Zimlich, Ibis, and Lobaugh. And we are underway, and Ibis got it ahead for Zimlich. Second overtime period. Zimlich will dump it into the corner. Peters after for it.
There goes the 8-second one.
Nope. So it could be 8 seconds left.
No.
You don't want it to go that long?
No. Well, I can if it's us winning.
Here's Lobaugh with it. Gave it to Zimlich. Zimlich in front on his backhand. Now forehand shot save. And Starr ended up on top of it. Ibis was right there, but he couldn't get a stick on it because it was underneath the goaltender. Boy, I tell you what, he did not have that cleanly, but he ended up landing on it.
Scoots out another inch. Ibis might get the goal.
That was a heck of a play by Zimlich just to get it on his forehand there.
Right,
because on his backhand, he kind of switched around.
Yeah.
Got the shot off. Shots are now even 26 apiece. Off the face-off, and Makowitz got it away from Beckwith, walking in on goal, a shot save, rebound,
hit the
and
poke.
it hit the outside of the pipe. Back for it is Maddox with Beckwith on him. Maddox, Beckwith over there, did a good job of using his body, but then he handed it right to Conrad, and it goes back of the net. Maddox played it into the corner, and now it's carried on. And Zimlich up ahead for Ibis. Ibis will get the speed going. He walks in around Corcoran, a shot, and it goes past the goaltender, wide of the goal. Off of his glove or shoulder or something. Lobaugh off the end boards, trying to look for a man in front. He'll send it across, walking in, shot. Makowitz, and he missed the net. Maddox came in to keep it in at the point. Then Ibis gets checked by Corcoran. Nienhuis will play it out of play. And we're going to whistle the face-off.
Makowitz, baby. 2 good opportunities.
We had several golden chances. 28-26, now the Jets ahead in shots on goal for the game. We've played a minute and a half of the second overtime. Goodwin line comes out. Dorley and Deaver. Blues win the draw, lead pass, trying to go ahead for Kwok, and a good job by Briscoe to force him off and maintain a good position. And
Dorley, no.
Dorley gave it away, and a shot right on, saved by Pedersen. Rebound, Husky will play it back to the point. It's knocked down there to Young, and a redirect. It actually went off a Jets player, but wide of the goal. Then a shot goes wide. And Dorley able to backhand it ahead. And now here's Goodwin.
Come on, Goody, get a goal.
He's got a step in on goal, a shot. Star off his stick into the corner. Blues take over and back the other way. Honert. And the Jets and Albertson makes the pass that fails to click and an icing call.
No panic there, Obi. No panic there, buddy.
So we'll see the Hacker line for the first time in the second overtime with Whitrock and Kaufman. And they're matching them up against the big line, the Beckwith line.
Yeah.
With Conrad and Quinn out there for the Blues. It's not uncommon. They've been doing that. Jets, of course, have the last change as the home team. Off the face-off. Quinn had it knocked away. And Whitrock got it over for Hacker. He'll work in on left wing. Cameron Hacker. He'll pull up in the corner as he tried to make an aggressive move, but really overskated. And then Kaufman couldn't get a stick on it. Nienhuis got it ahead for Conrad. He'll try and work in. Has Beckwith with him, and a shot and glove save by Pedersen. He saw that one all the way. 7:24 to go in the second overtime. The only other bad thing about this is, of course, for the team that does win, they most likely will have a date with the top seed after having played a 2 or 3 or 4 or 10 overtime game, depending on how long this goes. Jets win the draw. They play it down the boards and down the ice. Are they going to call this icing? No, it goes on net. So Star will cover up with Lee, who we haven't seen a whole lot of. Since the second period.
Maybe he gets the game winner.
Hey, he's got fresh legs.
Yeah, he does got fresh legs.
He took over for Kaufman on the shift out there with Whitrock and Hacker. Whitrock, Lee couldn't get a stick on it, comes to Beckwith, and he will just dump it in, try and chase after for it. Maddox will get there first, rings it around near side. Lee was waiting for the puck to come to him, and so it was intercepted by Nienhuis. Then here's Quinn, a shot right on, and a save by Pedersen, who got the glove up and makes the catch and hangs on. Just under 7 minutes to go.
It's a fun game, Joe. It's a fun battle.
Can you imagine if we end up getting a title in every game's like this one?
As long as we win.
I was going to say.
I can handle the heart attack.
Zimlich line comes out. Off the draw, the shot goes off of Zimlich into the corner. Comes back out toward the point. Ibis over there. He'll get the puck and send it ahead. He's looking for Lobaugh. Lobaugh's got it. He's got a step. Trying to work in on goal for the game winner. He's
yes!
Landon Lobaugh!
All right.
And the Jets win it. Should I say it?
Yes.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Oh, steak for you tonight, Joel.
Absolutely. So how about that? What a great play.
That's too bad because Star played a great game.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Who made that? Who shot that pass to him?
Well,
was that Iverson?
Guess what? We get to find out here in just a second. So let's take a look here. So, well.
There you got to go back. Yeah, you missed it again.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to pull it back just a little bit more. So here it is.
Yeah, it's Ivis.
Get a chance to see what's going on here for a second, then we'll show you the game winner. So great job on the overtime game winner. Let's take a look at it. So Ibis eventually has it.
Yeah, Ibis.
And he sent
it might have came from Zim.
And then let's watch this finish. This is a heck of a play.
Assistant number 8, Harrison
Ibs.
Did
we'll have to tell him.
Did see if which call got it. If Hacker should have had it in a minute. Not Hacker.
But watch this move because he goes forehand, backhand through the legs. It is just a great move right there. And you see him. I mean, again, he waits for Star to open the legs up. So again, forehand, backhand, and then just through the legs. And it got in past him. I'll move it over just a little bit so you can actually see the puck go in. But look at this. So he comes in, forehand, backhand, and he actually lifted it up too. It was not, so although he didn't have his stick on the ice like he should have, the goaltender. He tried to go for the sweep check, you can see right there, and he missed it. But he actually lifted the puck, so it got over the pads in between the legs, and you can see it go right there into the back of the net. I mean, literally right in the middle of the back of the net too. So how about that? That was just a terrific finish.
Let's go see. Just turn it back and see if Zim gave it to him or not.
All right.
It was a loose puck.
Okay, we'll have to pull it back a little bit further.
Right.
But we can do that. So let's see if we can pull this back just a little bit further. So
problem is that 41's on the way. All right, goes Zim. Did he tip it to him?
Hard to say. Maybe we can tell.
Let's see. LB goes around. I think he did.
Let's see. We'll be able to tell. I'm going to move the camera over just a little bit so we can see.
Okay.
So the puck comes around. Now, he doesn't touch it there.
Right. No.
But
if he touched it, it's going to be right there. Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah. So Zimlich would have gotten the other assist on that situation, it would seem. And then, as long as we have it, I'm sure you'd love to see it again. So there it is, the game winner for Landon Lobaugh. And the Jets win it in overtime, 2-1. As we talked about before, it's a bit of a heartbreaker.
Yeah, that was a great game by Quad Cities.
Yeah.
So, all right, Joe, we'll see you tomorrow. I'll let you know if they sent anything out saying we're going to be here earlier. Well, you'll be here early anyway, so.
No doubt.
But yeah, okay, buddy. Sounds good.
All righty. Well, thank you for joining us. It was a little bit of extra time tonight, but the Jets got what they wanted, an opening round victory. Once again, the final 2-1 in 2 overtimes. It's about halfway through the second overtime as Kansas City wins it against the Quad City Blues. A great job for Quad City. I mean, the game could have obviously gone either way, but the Jets do find themselves on top when all is said and done. 2-1, our final score. Jets will be taking on the winner of the Sioux City Ames game a little bit later on tonight, so we don't know who that's going to be yet. But we do know it is going to be tomorrow. It's scheduled for a 3:30 start, but as we said before, and somebody took my brochure. I took all of the time to make sure that I got myself a program to come up here, and somebody walked off with it. You got to thanks a lot for that. So anyway, memory serves. It's tomorrow at 3:30, and like we said, you never know. They may decide to start the game a little early if the game before it goes early, but there's also the possibility that it could start late, because it could be just like this, that we have overtime games or something like that. So just sort of keep an eye open. I'm sure that Skibbs will be happy to tweet out what JHN is doing. But in the meantime, we get to play tomorrow. In fact, that also means we're going to get to play on Sunday as well. For a certainty, we don't know for sure it'll be in the finals, but we know we'll get to play one way or another. So the Jets win it, 2-1 our final here from the MidAmerican RecPlex in West Des Moines. Joel Becker here on Kansas City Jets Hockey.
What happened to your passing? You gotta support the puck. Do I have to tell you this? And we're getting killed on the board. This is your territory, Grimson. Do your job.
Grimson.
Hello? Hi, honey. What? Now? All right. The itsy bitsy spider climbed up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider climbed up the spout again.
I love you, Daddy.
I love you too, sweetheart. Hey, it's my girl. You know, my daughter.
Love. Pass it on. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.